Cool. Well, welcome everybody. Pretty excited. I believe last week we've kind of teased this, but I was able to get a hand history. This is from longtime friend, member of the poker coaching community, student of the game extraordinaire, Pucks and Poker. He works very hard on his game, attends as much study groups as he can with a busy life. Yeah, so he does his thing. So this is from, I believe, the ACR 50K, where he was able to ship it. I believe you could put it in chat. Did you ship it or get second? He's in chat. He chopped it. Sheesh. So this is the stuff we all strive for and we all want, when we play these sessions. What was the buy-in here? Was it 35 or 55? We'll mostly be in chat, but yeah, you can type it in. It was a 1650 50K that we chopped. Even sicker, dude. Bigger field, pretty nice ROI. So we're gonna just go through this. This is day 2 of the event. And yeah, we'll just speed run through day 2. I will just be stay alert. I'm gonna be calling on you guys. We're gonna be checking our pre-flop ranges. Some of these post-flop spots where we don't want to spend too much time, but I will be calling on you guys and seeing what you do in these particular situations so we can see what our thought processes are.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on chopping?
It can be okay. I mean, dude, if it's a lot of money, and it matters to you, the difference between first and second, I think it can be reasonable. It just matters it just differs for each person, right? I'm not chopping
ACR,
something I consider piss low.
On ACR,
Like for
can
me,
you chop at a final table, or is it only a heads up chop?
No, you can chop at the ACR. They have the buttons where everybody agree to chop and then they can negotiate.
The whole table.
I've done that before, correct?
What's funny is that I'm superstition, and every time I go to the final table, I click the button as soon as I'm there.
He just automatically is like, I'm in for it, guys.
Because I could definitely see, like, if I'm at a final table and it's Affleck and Justin and sixes, all right, I'll fucking chop. Like, that's cool. But like general online, I'm never ever chopping or taking.
Well, there's just different situations. We can be playing for what is essentially almost a life-changing amount of money.
Sure.
I'm not going to ever chop anything under like 5-10K because the difference between 2-3K isn't going to mean that much. But we started getting the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50K differences between pay jumps. We looking at here. Let's see some numbers, right?
Yeah, I was at the final table of one of those cops events on BOL a few weeks ago, whenever the last series was, and the whole table was berating me in chat because everyone clicked deal and I refused. I'm like, this is an $11. I'm gonna win this thing, and then I refused, and then everyone on the table was like, I clicked it, and I was the only one who didn't reply, so I got snitched, and they were coming after me. It was funny.
All right, but interesting. I'm okay with chops. I don't have anything. I think people are a little bit too much ego about it, and there's a lot of variance. When some of these that kind of stuff matters. So yeah, let's kind of get into it.
Yeah, I'd be more concerned. Like, if I don't think I'm the best person at the table necessarily, or something like that, then I would consider it. Like I said, if I was at a final table with you and Saliba and Affleck, I'm probably gonna look for a deal.
Yeah, effective stat kind of matters as well. He said it was 2K heads up match with about 20 BBs effective. We chopped it and I got 1100 rather than playing it out.
Nice.
We take those, whatever, right?
Yeah, I wasn't judging. I was just asking.
Oh,
from
yeah.
A strategy perspective.
So a 7 big blind all in and a call. Definitely not. We're not going to go through the whole shebang, or what are we getting in third in there?
Can you enlarge this?
Excuse me?
Can you make this bigger?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what stage is this?
Day 2, start of day 2. How does this look?
In the money?
Also in the money, almost in the money.
Almost in the money. Okay.
Yep. I'm trying to move some stuff around. Let's get GTO. All right, cool. Go in there. We have 200 and almost 300 hands, so try to speed run through this. Min raise, cool. I'm okay with min raising to 2-2, min raising probably just straight. All right, jammed on. Who do we have in here? These are good spots to run. I'm not calling this, but you're going to be getting jammed on here a lot. Kep, what are you calling? What's your calling range here? Pairs. What's the worst pair you call here?
Eights or nines.
8s or 9s. Okay. And
Suited, I call ace 10 suited, ace jack off, king, queen suited.
okay. Let's look at it. Offsuit 8 ace X, are you calling ace jack?
Offsuit, ace, jack,
calling-
ace 10 suited, yeah.
Ace jack off, ace 10 suited,
King, queen suited,
sevens, king,
eights.
queens,
eights or nines, depends how tight they are.
8s or 9s. I feel like that's close. I feel like we might need to call sixes and shit.
I'm
Alright,
calling ace queen off.
Ace queen off. Yeah. Well, I mean, he was calling ace jack off plus, so.
Yeah. Plus, yeah.
Sorry. Auto. Let's look
This
at
is
it.
ICM too. Yeah, but I'm still gonna call the same. That's about my range. I guess ICM definitely nines instead of eights.
Yep, it's good to do these. And when I'm studying on my own, although it could be just a standard ass spot, best believe when you open here with ace 10 off, sevens and stuff like that, you are going to versus 3-bet. And we are in the cutoff versus baby.
Change it to ICM, right?
I will, I mean, but
okay.
I mean, I'm just gonna look at our standard range. This is versus 25 all in, cutoff BB all in at 25. So you'd be calling 5s plus, ace 9 suited plus, ace 10 off plus. Too tight. This is would be chip EV. I mean, chip EV. Let's move this to, let's just go to 50% of the field remaining, which is going to be not applicable because it's going to be slightly more. So we cut off BB, regular versus 3-bet, all in. Goes to ace 10, ace jack, sixes, right? Now we're kind of close to the money. What is this? You think we're about here, 1725? How tight do we need to be in a situation? Good. I think this is probably more applicable. 17 and 25.
I called it ace queen off.
Ace
go.
queen off, 9s plus, ace jack suited. But I mean, there's different iterations on how you view this player interpreting a bubble. Is he super aggressive? Did he give a shit? Is he loose? Is he going to be wide in this spot? So I think you can make your bottom. If he's kind of spazzy, more aggressive, maybe your bottom could be ace jack off if they're just not going to be respecting the money bubble.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I think this is probably the best range. If we look at 17 is money bubble. If you look at 17, if you're not familiar with where this is, does it show us from a player standpoint? Here we go. It would be equivalent to something like this. So it's almost a pure money bubble type situation, right? Then you can see what 25 looks like. And then that's 25. But okay, back to the hand history. Obviously, we're not calling this. Ace jack, ace queen off, ace jack is cuspy. Ace jack suited. And then 9s plus. We get the goods. How deep is this guy? And B money, what size? You can type it in. What are you doing? Let me go to the bottom of this. He gone. Set abs, what size?
Yeah, I'll go like something like 5 BB.
2.5x. Okay. I think 3x is reasonable. 5.75. I would be like more or 2.75 to 3x. 2.5 is good as well. Cool. 5.5. Yeah, I think I'd be more there as well. B money 2.5 to 5.75 or somewhere in there.
That's true.
5.8.
Like I'm 100% 5.
Cool. We can check the sizing and everything there. So
It's
what is this
half pot,
size?
almost half pot.
About a half pot, huh?
More 40%, something like
I
this.
think I would go a slightly smaller size
I'd
here
go
with the
even
king of
smaller than that,
spades.
yeah, I'd go
Yeah,
30.
let's check and see. We're gonna run out of spots. What do you guys think about the sizing
I'm
for
I'm
this
good with
spot?
making it a 2-street game, half pot jam, turn a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Well, we got the king of spades. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
And
I
it's
would use
queen
it.
10 right now. So like jack and
Uh,
ace all gives us gut shots and shit. Like
Low jack, hijack, low jack at 30.
I think with the flush draw and
Do we start with
two
35?
Broadway cards, you need to bet a bit bigger. Something like 11.
I mean, I do
maybe.
agree. Like if I had ace queen here, I would size up, but kings, like man, and it's a 3-bet pot, so we've
It
already
does
narrowed the range in.
go. Whoops, I'm sorry, I messed it up. We
Kings, I
go.
don't really need much protection, so I'm gonna go small, like a quarter pot.
And then the thing is with our sizing here, you can slow play, right? I would go a quarter pot as well, for whatever it's worth. I would
Goes a
not
full
size up.
3x.
Yeah, it goes a full 3x, so we're not 2.5 in here. I thought it might be 2.75 to 3. But yeah,
This is also
Not a full
chip
three.
EV versus ICM, so with
Fair enough.
25% of field left, you're gonna size
Right.
down a little bit.
They have more full equity already. Yep.
and then the flop was like
Ugh.
queen.
10.
Oh, piss.
10 of clubs,
think it
3
was,
of spades.
10 of clubs, 3 of spades. I'm gonna need you guys with the photographic memory to help me out.
I never remember.
What
that shit.
size are we gonna go? I don't. Half pot's not a thing. We go 10% or quarter pot. And there is a little just ripping king.
Yeah, but
Kings
that's
without a
crazy.
spade. Kings without a spade.
Look at king of spade, king club.
No checking at all. Just bet small. Yeah, I would quarter it here most times, especially with the king of spades. It feels way too strong. And we're at such a shallow SPR with such a strong 3-betting range, and
I'll go back to kings because it looks like the ones without a spade are also doing a lot of either quarter pot or pot. Like there's no, oh no, quarter pot or
There's
jam.
no
Pot or
pot. I
jam.
mean, jam.
Yeah.
It fucking just jams if you don't have a spade sometimes. So
Yeah.
yep, go quarter pot with the spade, and then you can do some more exotic bet sizing and go a little bit bigger, which I'm not accustomed to. We just overbet all in this spot, but you know, it makes sense with how shallow the SPR is from the start. Yep, just quarter. We don't need to condense his range there. We just look at this. Yep. So I need to go this way. Now we're going to 2. The big blind is 50 effective. The button's 27. I don't hate this. I think I just misclicked the 2 BB. Usually go 2-2. Yeah, that's cool. Now we get 3-bet. Anybody calling this 3-bet? Julian, you calling? Beats?
Um, no.
Yeah, I would call.
Julian's in there. Never.
No, I would.
scared.
I would like for it to be more suited and gapped, unlike 2 gapped or 1 gap, at least 1 gap.
So would you not call king 10 suited of hearts or diamonds?
Facing well, it's only like 2.5x, right? But thing is, like, he has like 22 bigs.
Mhm.
I just don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, you fold the bottom of your range in these 3-bet spots.
I mean, this is an easy fold, but I don't think we ever fold paint, right? Suited paint.
No.
No, hell no.
Suited
Because you're
paint,
gonna have
no.
worse hands in your range.
Yeah.
Like all the
Yeah.
offsuit and then the bottom ace nines and
Yeah.
like ace king queen off and splitting and something. But then you have like king jack. But yeah, you're gonna be in there a lot. Let's see at 25% of the field though. I don't think This is 100% a fold. A 100% a fold.
Yeah.
100. like
King, queen,
you
no.
still have it in your opening range here. But yeah, you do a lot of 4-bet jamming.
Look at this though,
mixing.
like king, queen, o, ace, jack, o. Just fold that. shit.
Gonzo.
Fold
Yeah,
that
this shit is dead.
It's terrible
Yeah.
in a 3-bet pot.
Yeah, this stuff is dead. So
With
anybody
him-
that wants to flat this,
With him going about
Ooh.
2.2x, would you call king queen off just a little bit more? Or?
no.
Nah.
Okay.
I
Also,
did. I
like-
think that, I mean, I potentially think on the money bubble here, the range might even be more nutted if I'm playing well. If I'm playing like dog shit, I talk myself into a call here and stack off in a bad spot.
The
But
surprising
Yeah.
folds for me are those suited aces.
dead.
Yeah.
These middling ones, not enough connectivity. We're
It's
just
got to
thinking
be a
different
function of being 25 bets
I
deep
think
and
the
not,
solver
like 40,
just
right?
expect that the bit of the bottom is higher than what.
Well,
he
yeah, we can
does.
look at their range. Do you think
Yeah, if we're 40 deep, then we can call this more, I think.
Well,
Maybe
yeah.
25 deep, we can't. Right?
look at their 3-bet sides? It's only 2.5x, which he practically did. So
Yeah, he did a little smaller than that because we opened at 2.2 and he went to 2 to 5. So he's about a 2.25.
Yeah, but I mean,
So-
we are jamming more than we're calling. So let's
Yeah.
focus on what we're all in with. When you face this 3-bet and when you see it with the king 10 and the king jack, a lot of our instinct is to call because you can see a flop and it plays pretty well, but your ass is all in every time.
And I'll give
That's
you this,
important to see.
this credit here, Skate. Like I'd probably be overcalling with queen 10 and jack 10 suited as well.
Dead. Yeah, those are just, I mean, we get to fold to our worst like suited hands as well, our suited 9s, then our offsuit jacks and 10s, but yeah, a lot of our jamming. So we're just
Yeah,
fold.
I'm also surprised Jack 10 does not call here. Like I would probably be calling here. So the red is raising and the blue turquoise teal is like calling.
Call.
Yeah,
Yep.
gray is full,
Okay.
green is call, red is jam.
Okay.
In the top left, there
Yeah.
you can actually see the little dots.
Oh,
The red dot all in, green dot call.
all right. Just gonna try to speed run through some of these. Would have been a defend even for 2.5x.
Oh, true.
Now
I
we're-
see it right there on top.
Hey, I like this. Mixing in some 2.5x, not giving this man walks, not completing. Let's see if
Interesting.
maybe we just ripping this ever on a soft money bubble situation. We'll look at 25 and we'll look at 17. These are good spots to look at for sure. Heroes position, small blind first in at 15. Queen 10, and never raising all in. Who knew? You know what I'm saying? Just completing or raising. I mean, it's so hard to just know, right? This given, this one.
It's hard to meet these mixes for sure. Like, I
Hell
would've
yeah, it
loved
is,
to see
dude.
it.
If you can't, unless your ass is cheating, you're not gonna get them all right. It's just too hard. It's too many. Yeah. But I like the fact that we know we're using a 2.5x size when we are raising. Who cares? This is doing it 3% of the time. You 503%. Are we calling a shove? Hail to the nah versus 3-bet. Yeah, where's that? Yeah, no, dude, it's dust. Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, we're just dead. Let's go back and look at this. I mean, when we limp versus ISO. Woo! Guess you do call that 3%.
Mhm.
Golly, and their ISO range is something you're just looks like you're doing pitiful against outside of the flips. Queen 9. All right. Just wanted to see what we do here versus both options. I imagine when we raise, you get jammed and we're folding. I don't hate the raise. Versus population, it's probably pretty good, and you're going to get pretty honest responses in some of these cases this deep. Definitely just raising. All right. We're definitely c-betting. The question is, what size would you go God's big toe?
On the button here, I would go small.
What would you do now? I think I'm going small as well for whatever it's worth. I wonder if the 3 high cards we ever get to go big, but I would just go small here a lot.
That's an interesting one. I can see 50-60% here. I can also see checking. If I didn't have the spades, I would check this back for sure. Putting some ace-x in my check back range to stay balanced. I think I could do that here too,
I would never check.
but I could see betting too.
Yeah, I would actually never check. I think I'm going 55. I
What
wouldn't
would
be
you do
able to
with
determine.
Ace eight of hearts
That might be better
to check.
as a check back, but I
Sure.
would probably still go 55% there. I don't
I was
know if
gonna
I'm
say-
checking this turn too much.
I was gonna
See,
say,
I
I
think
think
we could-
normally,
Go ahead, Beats.
I was gonna say, I think normally this is a big bet in the spot about like the 83-85%.
I would always bet
pot.
this turn.
So if we're on a money bubble, I'd probably size down just a little bit and go 55-60.
Yep, I have those buttons in my repertoire, and I'm never ever checking this turn.
That was
So
in my
let's see.
mix.
Toe bets mix. So we are at 35. We
But
started
with
the button,
the
we have a 40.
marginal maiden take place before.
Hail to the no,
flop.
I'm not. We get value from gut shots, a queen, a jack, some club draws. No, fuck that. He's gonna have to pay. He's gonna have to call with some queen X. He's gonna have to pay. So let's see what the solver thinks. I'm just we started the button with, let's just say 40 effective. 40 versus button.
My fear is that we lose a lot of the queen X that we bet twice
Nope,
for sure.
maybe. But he doesn't get to just realize equity either.
Now, the
Uh,
big blind range starts so wide. I don't think we lose queens on the turn.
Nah, I think he has to. He
I think
gets
in
ran
game, if
over.
you bet this flop twice, a lot of the bear queen X is gonna fold.
Ace, jack, queen of spades. All right. The question also in the flop was, were we ever? We can't run money bubble ICM ranges, so we're gonna look at it from a chip BBEV perspective. And yo ass is going big. Sometimes we need to be using bigger bets at some frequency. So
I get down. This
33 to
board's so
55. It makes
Coordinated.
perfect sense. Such a range advantage here. We want to push money in. We don't want to autopilot small everything all the time.
Yeah, it wasn't not a pot. I used to like push
No.
as hard for the draws and stuff, but I recently got yelled at by Saliba about it. But it looks like there's some exceptions in this. one.
Well, we talked to Justin as well, and one thing he's advocated, and I've talked to him as well, and some of this is front loading value, front loading value, front loading equity, your high equity.
if we
hands.
size up, I wonder if you're
Thoughts?
more likely to check turn because we narrow ranges more.
Yeah, but I don't think this region is going to be too big of a mistake to go small, especially when you have backdoor spades. Like you're fearful of even less with backdoor spades. So it's not. I don't see it. I imagine if I ask you what you do here with ace king, ace queen, you probably don't go small, right? As long as you don't have ace 10 with some fucking good stuff here and decide to go small. Like look at ace 10, it's never ever going 30.
Yeah.
So I think we need to be cognizant and aware of these situations with some of our better portions of our range where we need to size up. It would be a disaster for ace 10 to go small. So that's all. 30%. They call. Please tell me we barrel. 7 of spades. I remember. They check. Answer is bam. Never ever check 83. Only bet. Never checking. Make his ass pay with these draws. Ace 10 is 200% potty. Block the straight. You're just 125%. Oh man.
Over ace eight, what's our suit doing?
It's
Fucking
betting,
getting nasty as hell.
Oh, big?
83%. Big.
betting big with
Sure.
Actually, the other two suit combos are going even bigger.
Thank God. I was about to say, man, if I'm in this spot, I actually have I don't even consider checking. It's like, do I get to go 66, 83? Oh, I don't even know what else to do but bet. So it's good. You guys should be, we need to
We
be
do
betting.
check some of our ace X, just not This is
We
one
don't
of our-
check.
This is
Yeah.
one of our better aces.
Yeah, this is one of our, I mean, we have so much equity. And then I think the important part is here, like, we still get to potentially get all the money in on rivers as well. And then when we get there, we want to have a SPR in which we can get all the money. Like, he's going to still call a turn. And then when we get spades on river, we don't want this awkward SPR where we can't get the entire stack. So, yeah, all the ace eights still betting as well. There's still a plethora of hands you can get value from. Like, well, let's see what happens when we make this bet. People are like, what the fuck is he gonna call with? Shookness. Well, he's calling all the flush draws to start. Queen 10, king queen, king jack, queen 10, jack 10. Like, he can't, people aren't folding this stuff.
Well, I don't think they're folding pair and gut shots, obviously, but all the other queens.
Ace X. Like, yes, ace X, flush draws, pair straight draw, flush draw. It's a million hands. And if you check, they get to realize equity with getting random 2 pairs, free flush draws, free gut shots. We can't. We have to charge them. Here's the turn. What does Pucks do? Oh, piss. Oh man, this is the poker gods. Pot this shit. Please pot it. Please pot it. Oh, you got left. You guys, I checked this turn, and I swear to God, I get overbetted.
Oh, but
pot it.
I don't know that I'm checking river.
I don't know what
River.
to. Let's see what happens. I mean, the solver's fucking busted. Let's see what you do with your other ace X, because we have ace X in our range that we do check, and it comes at right. So we make believe. Was it the queen of hearts? Which queen was it?
Just random, don't matter.
Yeah, queen of hearts. I was gonna say, I think this is one of those, like, when you have the ace 8 and you get here, this is like that 60% pot bet.
Yeah, because he's capped when he checks river, right?
Yeah, but you don't want to jam. You want to go like 60% to leave yourself something behind.
because he has some queen, a little bit of queen X fucking jacks.
Oh, this is
King,
a big blind
queen.
range.
Yeah, this is the big blind range. I'm just seeing what they check
I was
and what they're
thinking,
responding.
what are we doing betting one in position?
His 10-6 of spades, he knitted the shit. He knitted a sweater. You should never check that.
No, you have to bluff it. You push it.
Hell yeah, you got to bluff. I would go ape shit with 10. Yeah, I would. I mean, yeah, I'd probably use the big size way too much. But let's see. So he checks. Let's see what just never, ever in a million years checking an ace when he checks. He's capped. And the size is 60. I mean, it even has some of this, but you know, A6 is shit. Well, good. And you do need to bluff. You need to bluff here as well. So this is good. Let's make this a little bit bigger, make sure we're good. It's okay, Pucks. It's a good spot. We need to charge a million hands we can get value from there on the turn. Golly. Are we? Anybody opening this?
Yes.
Folding, probably folding.
In
Fold it.
ICM, you can fold it.
Folding. You got 12 to 14.
To be fair, I'd be folding this and chipping me too.
I think the solver is like bucket 6 on UTG.
S6s plus maybe.
All right, Toe, what's the bottom? What's the word? Are you opening fives?
It would be sixes, I think.
Also,
Okay.
in chat, Pucks indicated we might be in the money already.
Well, going back to Chippy B. He's not EP, but let's look. So EP under the gun. You start at sixes. He is MP, right? Fives in there plus 2. Uh-oh. Is it here? Is it gonna be full frequency 5s and 4s gone? Full frequency 5s and 4s gone.
You're fine.
5s plus. Fuck 4s. Said Hebs. We gotta chill. 4s too loose.
You're betting to the whole table
Cut
with a
off,
pair that
hijack,
has
low
like
jack,
no equity going to
maybe.
flop out of
Yeah,
position.
and you know how people play at these stakes. People just flat and we go multi-way. One person flats. If he flats, you're getting flat, like you're going multi-way. The button's gonna BB's gonna come along. Button's gonna find Queen Jack off attractive. Like all kind of shit, man. So good fold. Am I going the right way?
We were in +1, right? That's 8-handed, that's +1, pocket 4s.
Yep, and it was shit.
Yep.
5s plus.
Yep.
Sheesh. Oh. This guy's really short. 5. Only 5. Hey. Anybody ever slow playing this spot? Think you get squeezed enough? Slow playing aces here?
How many hands we have on the big line?
Slow play AA.
Those are the numbers.
Yeah, aces, yeah.
Hell yeah, look at
Well,
this.
it's only 20.
I mean, it ain't a lot, but I thought, man, this might be mixing.
To be fair,
Can we- are we
never
allowed to
flatten these
slow
spots,
play?
like even though you're
I
supposed
don't
to.
think so.
So I was like, no.
This is where I have PTSD.
Only on small blind, I think you
mix.
can.
I mix sometimes, man.
I think
it's
you
because
probably.
the fact is that you don't have any slow play except your aces. So you're
You
gonna
do, you say,
Only ace.
dude. I swear to God, I brought it up because I do. I see. If I saw this, I would probably call him a good bit.
Yeah, I never
We
did.
gonna
'cause
fuck him up anyway.
Everybody
He's already
watches
kinda
my
aggressive.
stream, right? I'm gonna get this all in against like 10-6-0 and lose anyway. So there's no reason to slow play it.
Yeah, I don't get. I mean,
I'm
I
fucked
just
if I do, and fucked if I don't.
I just think it's good to know, and for you guys to see, for you to not have PTSD, to know there's going to be situations where people are just ready to fucking squeeze it in.
But are you going to limp with the king jack off?
Limp, just call sometimes with an offsuit jack. Yeah. I'm trying to get loose and play better in these spots, but it's a painful learning. It's a painful learning curve. Would I try to call here with some offsuit jack X? I might be calling this too much as well. I probably just try to mix in this because it's pretty sometimes. Like, yeah, it's not pretty. Like the game,
I'm
it's not.
raising too much.
No, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I like this
personally have a
call.
0 limp range too. So then.
No, not limp. These are calls. This is calling his open.
Oh, I
We're
thought it
not
was limp.
limping.
So my bad.
No limps. This is call.
In which case, I would call King Jack out.
Oh, he raised. I didn't see
did?
the.
What? Look at this.
What is this?
Okay.
I was in a game last night where a guy did this, left like 5 or 6 bigs behind, and then folded when I jammed because I had this hand. Overcalled and then folded 6 bigs behind.
Now
Oh,
Oh,
So ace high
Goes
boards
quarter
are most
pot in the back
common.
seat.
I think I'd probably check this hand there.
Yeah,
I think I would as well. Oh, we're in no man's land. Let's check it down and hope he doesn't jam into this. Oh, good lord.
I mean, I almost want to bet like 2 on the turn just to buy the river, just in case he has a
Well,
queen.
you could bet too. Look what's going to be out there. What the fuck?
Like
It's
here,
gonna be
I-
like
I would bet
28.
two just
You got to
to save
call
my
8
life.
to make. You're getting over 3 to 1. Like
Nah,
if he
he's
ever
never
had,
jamming and not ace.
you lose to
if he
everything.
ever works you, it's the worst thing in the world. I don't know. Wow, we run good. No, we don't. I'm probably checking the backseat in this.
Yeah,
spot.
ace high board's the most common check back boards for like kings and queens, right?
I know we bet in the backseat a lot because we don't necessarily want to cap our range. We're blocking ace king. But with such shallow SPRs and the SPR of 1, if we did have ace king, if we did have aces, if we did have ace queen, we wouldn't need to, if we had queens, we wouldn't need to do anything. SPR is already fucking 1. We could already get the money in by the river no matter what. if we had like some super nutty shit. So I don't know if we need protection. They shouldn't have like Jack 10 or King 10 or Jack. But you know, I'll probably just check this specific combo. Cool. ACR 50K. I like the fold. Whoops. Let me make sure I'm going the right way. That's good. How many times does one man get kings? Is this
No,
the
this is the
same?
same
Did I
spot.
go?
This is the
Oh,
same
it's the
hand.
spot. I was about to say, okay. Now we're going the right way. I hit
Apparently,
backwards.
infinitely when you don't know how to use Poker Tracker.
Exactly. You can get kings a million times in a row if you go back and forth. All right, we're gonna have a spot where we have to play poker. We have 16 big blinds. Day 2.
I'm sorry, we're in the money now, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but there's still like 500 people left or something.
You know how this
Yeah.
shit is.
Okay. Just making sure I understand the scenario.
Check. Oh. Who's in here? Ascension. What are you doing here, buddy? I see name, I call name. He muted. Joey. Check raise or call. And if you're check raising, what size? Everybody running?
No, I'm thinking,
Oh,
I'm thinking about raise size first.
okay.
Maybe 5 or 6. If you're gonna raise a one big blind bet, you usually go pretty chunky.
The problem here is your stack depth, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you
your
still
stack
you
is-
go quote big for your stack, right? Versus half your stack.
Because you could still set up an SPR of
Yeah, if you
about
go,
1.
if you go 4, you could shove.
I was
turn.
thinking even 3.
All right, let's take a look.
For the record,
but
I would call.
I think
but
I would call here. I don't think I'd raise it this one.
Just calling with the
I
backdoor
think
flush
it's a
draw.
call.
yeah, I think we
calling
raise our
for
better
setups as
kings.
well.
This one seems like a flat,
We had how many to start the hand?
something like 14.
Like 17.
Yeah, I think it's 17 with the blind in there, right? And this guy was, how EP was he?
Low jack.
Low jack. Whoops. Give me the suits. Who knows them? Who has that good memory?
I know it was king
Hearts,
6,
diamond.
6.
I'm just
diamond.
guessing. Woo! All right,
Yeah, it was a king of hearts, 4 diamonds and 4 hearts.
Oh, see, I didn't even know.
Here
that.
we
I didn't even know that. I look at too many hand histories. No, it's pre-based. Okay, all your kings. I thought some of your worst kings, which they do actually, but I thought you. some
what
of
do we
your
have?
worst
King
kings were
6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6.
Check raise.
Checking not terrible, or check calling. Not terrible.
Calling not terrible.
Just not best.
Oh, that's a lot of numbers. Holy shit. Calling, I mean, you know, I don't know how to, the calling EV might be a little bit higher because he bluffed off, but we do call. No check raise. Oh, where's the heart when you need? No, I'm not rooting against you.
What's with the fucking anti-sweat?
I know, because I like to see pain because it happens to me and I want to see it happen to other people too.
Sheesh.
I like the bet size.
Notice the comment while sitting back sipping coffee and wearing that exact hoodie.
No, and like, look what my, it says grateful.
Well,
Ain't
this a motherfucker?
ace queen 10, some slow plays. You should have you're uncapped to having flushes and 4x in your range, and he gives 0. How many times is this the bluff? Is he just using ace 9 with the ace of hearts or something like that and putting you in hell? Are people that good? I felt like he's capped after checking turn. Potentially.
I would do that. I
Ace
would
10 merging, ace 10 with the ace of hearts merging and jamming as well. I didn't feel like he checked flush it to get a such
Napple.
good.
I think fold. I'm the type of idiot that would bet one big blind with chip fours there.
Toe snap folding. Anybody calling? Set apps, what are you doing?
It's a fold.
I
He's
think
gone.
It's gone. The guy, I
all the
believe he
fours
has
and the flushes.
a flush on this.
He's still jammed.
I mean, he never would he really check a fucking flush right here with this SPR?
And with
How
that
captain when
board.
we on this board?
Yeah.
I don't
I mean,
fucking
That's
think so.
what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like
Man, why am I so bad? I
Makes
would
sense.
think about calling
Definitely
this
non-zero.
sometimes.
I mean, Colin, I think is.
Let's see what this says.
There's gonna be some calling, but
People
in
aren't
the
good. If I'm
solver,
playing some people, fuck
but
me.
SPR. I don't.
Bluffing this. Like the only what's the bluff?
Yeah, with the
Ace of
SPR,
hearts?
like no
All
bluff.
the ace of hearts.
That's it.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Ace
Nah.
nine. I
There
said
it
it
is,
first. The
ace of
first
hearts.
guess.
Oh
Ace
my
nine
God.
with the ace of hearts.
Savage.
Ace 10 with the ace of hearts merge. Ace 8 that c-bet small with the ace
I mean,
of
I'll
hearts.
say this:
that
that, like
now
this is
wants
the
to
only
merge.
hands in his range is the ace of hearts.
I
here,
said
and
it
I would
first.
say
I
90% of
didn't look at
players
this.
miss this.
That's a great bluff.
yeah.
I would. I mean, dude, I think it's possible. Like, I think most players. It is weird. Like when he doesn't bet to just go 1, 2, 3. It feels like
Oh,
he's
wait.
He
just
should have
checking
bet-
to
bet
try to
that.
realize.
Yeah.
He should have just went bet. He fucking griefed it.
I just
himself.
didn't think
I-
it was possible.
I just read Pux's chat. I think this is a call now. He
Well,
said
no, when
it
he
was a
said
44-38.
Oh, he's a 44-38 as well. Oh, he's getting it in.
That would change things.
So let's go through the hand as if
I can
that-
tell you if I
Well-
I was him and I was in his spot, I would have raised the turn.
Yeah,
That turn
he
check
be
by
fine.
him is horrible.
You should just go bet.
I mean, well, what did he have?
Go to ace nine with the ace of hearts.
Yeah,
Never
that's right.
checking.
Never checking.
Yeah, not,
Never, ever checking with the ace of hearts. And I think
he
that's
has to double
important.
barrel that board.
Ace 10 with the ace of hearts. Never ace jack with the ace of hearts. So ace jack's a pair. So that doesn't need. How about ace queen with the ace of hearts? Never checking. Flushes. Top pair would be the king. How about the queen high flush? Stuff like that. I checked some made flushes, some queen high made flushes. I'm just checking some of his ranges. The jacks don't need to turn their hands into a bluff. Queen 10 with the queen of hearts.
Oh, he called.
Queen of hearts is checking because it doesn't want to, it just wants to try to. Yeah, okay. He went check. And then what was the river? Who remembers?
It was
Oh my, I got
diamond.
all these people in here. And
10 of
nobody-
diamonds.
10. No, 10. Yeah, 10.
Yeah,
of
no,
diamonds.
oh, I
diamond.
can just do this. Look what I can do. I can just look at it in the small view. That's a good way to do it. So I don't have to keep changing. So it was the 10 of diamonds beats 1 to give away. We are not in pucks, nailed it. We are supposed to be using a small bet. Who gives a shit if you got it exactly right? We do use a small bet. Let's see if the solver ace 9, if you did grief it with the ace of hearts, he was supposed to jam it. So it was a good jam by him, to be fair. It was a good play by him. And then
That's a lot of blue.
that's a whole lot of fucking blue, mate.
I
You
know.
have to look like I guess the thing is he has to have played some of his hands so bad this is just a call. Like
I think it's one of those weird things where you're calling
Like-
more with king 3 than king 5, king 6. King 7.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be like 0 EV calls for the fucking win. You're not win. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just 0 EV call. And you use your read, right? We have a read in this spot. We know the player is aggressive and capable of using some hands of bluff. So pucks, you're in the game flow type call. I can appreciate this.
Yeah, and I also think like if you have a good sample size and the guy's a 44-38, then that changes
is
things
small.
considerably.
Yeah. He is sick. He just got dismantled. 16 hand sample size. Yeah, it's nothing. Nice call. Let's keep it going.
That's how you win 7K in tournaments. Okay.
Hell yeah, that's how you do it. He has got to be steam jamming this. No, just calls.
Comment
Yes.
about the bet size probably go slightly bigger because they're under 10 bigs.
Yep.
Yes.
I might even just. I mean, am I
2.3.
bad for just ripping this sometimes?
Oh no, I mean I would definitely
No.
go with other hands. That's fine.
I mean, I think like looking at this right now, I would only open jam this.
Yeah,
Says,
I would.
I don't think I would ever fucking min raise into this configuration.
It's so good, but I would jam like 5s here for sure, like shit like that, 6s.
Yeah, 10s might be good enough to just open raise. Let's see. I mean, I never look at these sub 10 solutions and see if what its min raise is in PFA, because it has sub 10 solutions.
Do asymmetric setup where you have 30 and they have 10 and
We ain't doing all that, Cletus. I
because
think
it's going to
we
be a
just
different
gotta-
output, right?
True, because it's like our
You're
tournament
not 8
life.
effective, you know, you're 8
Actually, I
effective.
think it's 9 effective. But it
Well,
tells the same
It's
story.
never going to min raise.
But if you do have 9 effective in the well, we're in the cutoff. I guess you just go fucking ham. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna take 2 seconds and see if I see it, and it's just not gonna exist.
It ain't gonna happen.
It's just not gonna fucking exist. I mean, do whatever you want. If you consider 10s plus being good enough, sweet.
Would you jam
Honestly.
jacks?
Hell no.
Yeah. So it's
No,
not
actually,
close,
I
right?
would. Actually, I don't know, man. Like, it's so fucking like they have 8 bigs and shit. Like,
Yeah,
nobody
yeah,
really
yeah.
feel like they have fold equity. I guess I'm never doing it with queens. Jacks plus, I guess I can see min raising.
Yeah.
Molten says he jam aces here because he just has no min raising range.
Yeah, I jam aces.
I'm not fucking jamming aces. Stop it
I'm
right
not
now.
jamming aces either.
I don't
No.
care.
I'm not
Don't
jamming
jam
kings either.
aces. Don't jam aces because it's too good. And if you can ever make them make an extra 1 big blind post or anything from it, or if they ever make an extra mistake, make a pair of posts. It's yeah, aces and kings and queens probably not. Might just go 1 big blind, but this is fine. I just literally would click 1 big.
Me too. Close enough.
Oh God, you're committed. You're getting 2 to 1. Okay, not anymore.
Well, and that's true. I mean, it is a little bit of a tell. It depends on the player, obviously, but it is a little bit of a tell when you're min raising only aces and kings and queens there for the most part. But
So what?
yeah, it don't matter. Just anything you could do to make them make a mistake.
So what? And if you want to get it in, maybe if you're super cool, you have another portion, a few other hands you add in there. Start doing it with like a hand you're gonna run it with anyway, right? King, queen suited, ace, queen suited, ace, king suited, and shit. Why the fuck not? This is out of there. Maybe start adding in more hypotheticals as we get deeper. Full 3x range. What do we have in here? Because these spots are always kind of tricky. And we'll look at it in the money. Savage Ashes. What are you doing here? 3x range. What kind of hands would you just be calling the 3x with? What's the bottom of your calling range here? And then what you don't have to give me like the goods on what your 3-betting range is, but how would you construct a range in the money here at 25 versus 3x?
Okay, I'm really bad at baby. Okay, let me think about this.
Yeah, it's
In the
tough.
money, I think I would like to call mostly a suited range.
Okay, sorry.
Bottom king X, I believe, is like this hand I would fold because I believe we're dominated too often. A lot with I think a lot of small blinds likes to raise like king 6 off, king 7 off here. I guess no, I don't think we should 3-bet this. Could we ever 3-bet this?
Uh-oh. He's tugging himself into a punt. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
I mean, I'm never finding this in game, so yeah, I'm always folding in game, but I'm trying to think if this ever could be an okay 3-bet.
So are you in there with your offsuit 9x is the bottom, most of your suited range, maybe folding a handful of the suited deuces? Are you calling 7 deuce, 6 deuce?
Well, I'm not calling
3
70
deuce,
suited, but I think that's my maybe my only suited fold is 7-2 suited. But all the suited cards I'm calling.
Okay.
9x, maybe 9-7 off plus. That seems about right. 9-7 off plus.
9-7 off plus. Okay. Hand the offsuit 2 gappers, offsuit 8x, 9x, all the suited hands, all the ace x, all the suited king x, and then like king 8, king 7 off plus. That's a quick synopsis, the way it sounds like your range is structured.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, cool. Let's look at this really quick and see 25 BBB just from a chippy V standpoint, and then maybe we'll swiftly run through other ones because these spots are fucking interesting, right? Like
Yeah,
versus small blind. Oh,
I want to
and
see the
like
3-bit plus because I need to.
I think it's
incorporate that in my game.
I would be considerably looser than what he.
well,
So
this is versus
you're-
2.25. So you were right. All the suited hands. This is small blind RFI 3x. Oh yeah, this is versus 3x. Tight as balls. You got to be in there with every king. My God, we might be getting ran the fuck over looking at this. You're folding all this region, like from
We're
this,
just folding off jump.
this.
Yeah. I mean,
we're folding off
I'm-
all this region. It feels like we're getting just
I'm not folding Jack 8 off. I'm not folding.
no, not offsuit eights. Maybe folding. I could see you maybe folding king 7, queen 7, king 10-6, queen 4 to
Yeah,
queen 6.
that part is
This, all this, right?
I would be folding that stuff right there.
But we're in position with the king versus this. Now let's
Yeah,
take a
also-
look. I'm sorry.
I
Go
mean,
ahead,
it's not
Bob.
a huge chunk of the range, but it is a chunk of the range. It's 100% calling, right? So
Yeah, it's just 100%. And then like, it's not like minuscule amounts of EV we're torching. Like this is a quarter of a fucking big if you're folding king 5 off. Like
especially because
3/10 of big with
pretty
king
wide
7.
here too, right?
Like, I mean, this ain't, you can mix it. But let's look at if there were 50% of the field left.
God, it's such good to
25.
Type it in. You can't just change the strat. You have to type in everything again.
Yeah. Versus, well, no, we're in a big blind versus small blind open. Dude, it's just not fucking being it's alpha. It is not weak.
I did say I considered
There it is,
3
a
betting
king.
this time.
What about
And guess what
bubbles?
you would do? You guess what your size would be here, man. It's so tough. You just mid raise. I need this.
I know these like offsuit big card, little card dingleberries are usually the.
Man, this is really good. Good find. Good. I like how that did come to mind. Ashes, man. Good stuff.
Dude, what's it look like?
Very
Like
good.
money bubble.
Just the money bubble. If you're getting nasty at this, oh, you're gonna be fucking
When there's
jamming
like a
on
lot of
people.
ICM.
17.5 is the money bubble. These are always very fun spots. We're going to be putting them in hell. They're going to be putting us in hell. BVB. We are in the big blind versus small blind open.
All right, now it's mixing fold.
Now it's starting to fold this stuff. But look at this, man. I think.
No, you want to raise the aggressive players, so they're going to be pushing the bubbles too wide.
And
Yeah.
your size. Very important, man. I think we get uncomfortable when we're at this stacked up because our default when we're at the 20ers big blind level, when we see 3 out there, is just to go all in.
Maybe you should see what a post flop sim looks like using this strategy.
Me and Affleck were doing that last week.
Yeah.
Looking at some post flop ICM sims.
Yeah, he did that in his webinar last night.
Yeah, because I was not helping him. I was going through the preparation
coaching
with them. Yeah, I was coaching them on what to do. But yeah, we were looking at some of that, and it's very interesting. Ranges are so condensed. There's a fucking shitload of checking and tight play. But now we know we need to be V-pipping offsuit kings versus small blind raise. Oh boy, they love to give you the fun spots. Ace 9. Oh, what are you doing here, G-Man Meatball? Meatball. You out there? If you guys can stay muted, I'll
Yeah,
call.
I'm
but
here.
it's cool.
Sorry.
No, it's cool, but what are you doing today? Not today. What are you doing in this? Oh my God. What's wrong with me?
Poker.
I'm like asking her, hey, what are you up to tonight, man? What are you doing today? I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
What am I doing? I'm jamming here because
He's all of the ends. We are in the money. So, okay. So I'm assuming this is going to be close to your bottom. Like for your offsuit ace variety, what are you jamming? Are you jamming this is the bottom and then ace 9, ace king plus? Or are you taking ace 8, ace 5? How do you feel about this one?
I think I'm gonna jam probably not any ace, like ace 8 and ace 8 offsuit and above, all the suited ones.
Okay.
And any pocket pair like 4s and higher.
Okay.
King queen offsuit's getting jammed. Down to probably king jack offsuit.
It's getting nasty.
Yeah, this is a weak spot of mine. I keep
Do
doing
not
this.
open into his big blind, guys. You are getting jammed on by his sheesh. Yeah. Well, let's see. I think that's a bit aggro. Anybody else have an opinion on the range? Go ahead, Beats. What do you think?
I was going to say under a chip EV, this is going to have a lot of jam in it. But when we figure in now we're ICM, I think this is a straight fold.
All right, so let's look at chip EV. And then this is going to be important to look at because we need to be aware of our inflection points in these tournaments and when to change our range. This will help you guys move up and cash more, make deeper runs. So we're not always just playing a chip EV strategy and getting in too loose when we're in the money and when we're deeper, when we're 3 tables left and shit. So opponent's position is the small blind and the opens from the cutoff. Fuck them up. Ace 9 off plus, all these suited aces. You wanted to go 4s plus, but guess what, sir? You can use 2s plus as well. At 20,
yeah, right.
Suited 10s, this region. There's your king jack that you were talking about, the queen jack. He is your problem, and it's good from a chip EV perspective. Very good. Now let's take a look at some of the different inflection points. This is 10% of field. If we look at it here, we're in the money. So I guess we can kind of use this structure from here on out and kind of look at some of this. So we're in a cutoff here. We're in a small blind again. Cutoff open. We have 20. He says ace 9's out of there, ace 10 off plus beats. And then what are you thinking for the range? Suited 10, suited jacks. Suited 9's out of there, suited 8's out. Let's see, versus RFI. Ace 10 suited, suited 9 still in there. You are still not all the suited aces. You do have system 3-bet, but 2s plus still.
Can you ever simplify for studying purposes to learn this stuff better? Can you simply say like just jam the suited aces without learning like a7 suited is actually a 3-bet, not a jam? Just for simplicity of study, or is that lazy?
Well, if you look at the EV between the situation between all in and like it's going to be pretty comparable. With the exception of like some A6s where like for instance, like your example with the A7, yeah, I mean if you wanted to jam it or call, like the EV is pretty neutral when there is a pure mix between options. A6 isn't mixing all in at all. So I would be careful with a handful of these, but the ones that are mixing any all in, I think maybe simplifying is going to be fine. Knowing you're having an aggressive strategy, yeah, I think it could be just fine.
Okay.
For the most part, yes. Just understanding maybe ace 10 and like ace 6, not as much, but the rest of these, yeah, you can pretty much just go crazy here, right? It looks easy. Ace 10 off plus, all pairs, all suited aces, suited 9s, suited 10, suited 9s plus. You don't get to play all your offsuit jacks, king jack, O plus. We found it, even though it might be a hair, it might be a touch too much when we're in the money, but I like making aggressive mistakes. I can dig it. If we're gonna make a mistake and it's aggressive like that, fine, we'll live with it. No, these stacks are absolutely atrocious. 5, 2, and 11. Fine. Oh. SPR a little over 1. Anyone C betting here?
Mostly check.
Mostly check.
I think I'd probably see bet it.
G-Man C betting. Danny Scott. C bet or no? Feel free to, if I call on you guys, I'll try to get everybody involved. I think it's more fun. Nice little way to exercise our minds and our ranges, so we're not just sitting here. But if you're under no obligation to ever feel the need to participate, more than welcome to just all lurk, and I'll just torture our regs. It's cool. Mostly checking. A couple people said C bet. It's gonna be pretty hard to run this since this guy's flat range is ridiculous. I'll bet 1, Danny says. Nice. Let's see what the solver prefers at the shorter SPR, where as short as we can find a flat. Because normally I would just find a check here. Give them the option to make a mistake. The SPR is so shallow we can get it in the 2 streets. Our hand doesn't need protection. We would have some hands we would naturally maybe give up with. So it's nice to balance that with those as well. So yeah, I would normally check here. Cut off hijack, low jack, MP. And then he is what? Did he call this next seat over? Whoops. Bruh. I fucking had 12 bigs. Well, he has a little bit of flatting. Yeah. All right, this will be cool. This is gonna be a spot. Ace, Jack, 5. Ace, Jack, 5, right? Ooh, I didn't get the suits right. Pure bet. I'm dumb. Never checking. Dude, I would check this too much. Get to bet our entire range here, huh? Piss.
Yeah, me too. I would have checked it.
I check this like every time.
His SPR is so low. You could miss a street and still get him in.
Pucks is a genius, though. Snap. Well played, Pucks. Same hand. What are you doing flatting that off of 12? What?
Right.
That dude would have check folded if he missed too. He's a genius.
I disagree with solver. I would check there.
Everybody loves a chop pop. You disagree with solver. I think the bet's kind of cool. I mean, I'm not gonna be arguing against no solvers. Hell no. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't think we're probably losing too much EV.
Yeah, to disagree with solver, you need another reason.
So the reason I would disagree with solver on this one is
We're not 12.
his stats are so tight that he shouldn't be, like, his flatting range is going to be a stronger. He's probably going to flat a little bit stronger. So that's the reason I would disagree with solver and check and then let him, blast. That's the only reason. Normally, yeah, check is, I mean, betting is best, but in that case, because the stats are so tight.
Guys, running this over now. I bet after tonight, the next session Pucks plays, his ass is never going to get ran over in these spots. He's going to be defending so wide. I want to see what happens with 10%. The 10% defend range is pretty fucking good, man. Like, to study. I mean, we're in there and I don't have this in my game. The mixed frequency 9, 10, and 10, 8 jam. Never, ever. I would feel like I punted and probably end the stream if I did this.
I think I agree this spot because I'm usually not even folding any queens.
You're not folding any queens?
Yeah, that's a bit too wide.
Look at my king deuce suited. Jamming.
Well, his raise sizing is, this is, oh, wait a minute. What size, how deep are we? Yeah, I mean, he's supposed to be 3Xing as well. This is versus a 3X range. Just never folding. I'm glad I looked at this. This is really good. Oh, this is awesome to see. What are we doing with some of our worst suited? Can we just, okay, yeah, I wanted to see this. Cool. Put his ass in there, good. Nope. Is this, am I going backwards? No, okay. Snapping. Yep, this is the bottom. We have to call this. Very good. Are we calling, is this, well, I said this is the bottom. Is anyone calling ace jack off? What is our range here? What's the worst
No.
pair we call here? Skate or
Nines.
die. What's the worst pair you call here?
Well, maybe nines or tens.
9s or 10s. We are in the money. I think I majority jam ace jack and ace queen off free for 17. I don't think so, sir. This is good. We've identified something. Maybe
Where did we open from?
let's see if we have
Jack?
jams. No jams. Not yet. Barely, and we're still not. We're in the low jack. You're in the high jack. Now you're starting to jam those combos. We're 15. Okay. We're in the cutoff. Now we jam those. And this is 10%. This is in the money. If you're just always reiterating what we're looking at. So if you were doing that from a chip EV perspective, when are we starting to fucking jam? Are we jamming like first in here?
No.
No, I mean,
Not
we're
all.
like, it starts to come back in here. Missed this like a son of a bitch at 17.5, but that's cool. Yeah, on the button, you go kind of crazy with 17.5. Yeah, it's I wanted to quickly go through that, Molten, because we need you winning trophies, not punting and leaking. WPT champion. Cool. Nonetheless, we can't, let's just look versus 17 all in. Let's just do that really quick. We'll just start at 15. We versus 3-bet, and we are EP2 MP jams. Hallelujah. Ace queens mixing fold, 9s plus.
Oh.
Whoa. Yeah. Let's say we are here and they're here. Ace queen 9s plus. There it is. Skate wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, 9s need to be called, but ace queen off, ace queen suited plus. ICM, yep, 8s are just sad. You're sad as hell with pocket 8s. So chop chop, or you lost? GG. You come back from 2 bigs? Oh, buddy. Guys, I haven't, look at this.
Wow.
Ain't no way. Is this it? A
Wow.
3. A 3? You can't rebuy.
What?
What?
That's awesome.
You come back from this to win 6K from this? I thought that's a miracle. I've started to X out the screen already. I've warmed the car up, and then you get a walk. What is this life? Hit ace queen.
And then ace queen.
Oh, okay, we chop. Board coverage like a boss. Board coverage. I got the top and the bottom end going into this. All right, so we still are on the struggle bus. Are we? Joey, we jamming this.
Oh.
Are you jamming suited 9s, 8s? Are you, what's your bot? We're in the money. We're fighting. Is this it?
I think
Are you-
some 9s get in there.
Okay.
I really think this one's borderline being a suited connector. I think I'd fold though.
Are you jamming Jack 9, 9, 10, King 9? Are you jamming suited eights?
King and
Queen
queen
8,
nine.
Jack 8,
No, I don't think I'm jamming suited eights.
bottom of suited nines.
I think like offsuit jacks, suited nines is probably somewhere where I'm at.
Okay. All your
Um,
ace X, do you have a bottom end for your ace? Are you shoving ace deuce off? Is it all your ace X?
Ace
These are
deuce?
important
No.
fucking spots.
No, I'm not. I'm not shoving all my offsuit aces.
Okay.
I've stopped that years ago.
Stop that. It's PTSD talk. I agree with Molten. All right, let's see. This is
I
good.
think it's a shove.
We jam all our ace X for sure.
I mean, I was about to say, dude, I can't imagine I'm folding
On 8.
like, dude, you have 8 bigs.
Even
On
like
10
most, like
bigs, I
probably
would have
like
some
king
folds.
5 suited plus like king 8, maybe king 9 off, I'd say. A little-
Let's just start. We're in the cutoff. We're in the hijack, right? All the suited eight. Well, this is 10% of the field left with 10. We're shorter than 10. We can't do a sub 10 chart, but we have chip EV sub 10. So I think this is gonna be good to look at. We're using suited nines.
Yeah. it's hard.
I would imagine, dude, like we get a couple, like 2 big shorter, like suited eights might get in there. So I'd be hard pressed to imagine this isn't going to be even closer as we're shallower.
I think
um,
king 8 and king 7 probably come in.
It's
Yeah,
too
like,
ga-
go ahead.
I'm just saying it's too gapped. I think that's why solver likes the queen 9. Like you can make
Yeah,
some
like this
straights,
stuff. The
two
suited
pairs.
nines is our bottom. All the ace, all the suited
Yeah.
ace X, all of our pairs. Offsuit 10x,
would've
and
missed the
then
10s.
ace 5 off. Offsuit 10x need to. I mean, these are Broadway. It's time to go.
Yeah, queen 10.
Yeah, I'm
king
like
10,
never ever missing those. It's oh happy days.
Maybe like in
You
the
get
big
queen
blind.
10 off first. Let's just look at Chippy V when we have like, let's start with 9. And it's, RFI, and then we were in the hijack. Probably going
6 or
apeshit
5 will
here.
probably get close to where we
Yeah.
were.
I use this. I just look at this and this feels home. This feels homely to me. This feels good. I just would use this almost too much. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is 8. And then we looked at the in the money variety, and it was just like ace 5 plus. You notice how it still had some min raises in there as well. Let's not omit that, because you know what it wanted to do when it had aces, right? Even with 10 bigs.
We only have 8.5, right?
Yes, we're like 8 point. We have like 9 or something. So yeah, look, this is important, and I imagine even if you shaved off 1 big blind, you're still
Funny,
gonna have a
you were
min raise
talking
range
about
here.
mixing things other than aces, kings, and queens in this range, and you can see that here.
Yep, yeah, it still wants to use some of this, which is cool. So yeah, being aware. Let's see what Pucks does it. Hell yeah, he ain't never scared. Uh-oh. Diamond. 8. Let's go. Dude, you came back from 2 bigs in this? You didn't tell us this. You didn't tell me this. The hell?
It was a surprise.
I know. I like these kind of surprises.
It's a
They're fun.
surprise to all of us.
Thanks, Pucks. You the man. This guy has raised your big blind in this spot 90% of the time. I start to take offense. Okay, good. We're playing poker.
I think we can rip this one. This might be one of the bluffs.
At 18. In fact, we'll look at that. So we have 1 all in. Anybody else? Simon's ripping it as well. Suited 9x.
I'm
Using
calling.
this as the rep. Ascension's calling. I'm personally never jamming this one. Molten Ashes says so. It's going to be good to look at this, and we're going to be able to see this, because if some of you are always jamming and somebody's never jamming it, we want to be sure we look at these kind of spots. 10% of the field left. I
Especially-
believe we have
This
20.
guy hasn't missed an open. when it
Hell
leads
no.
to
I
him.
mean, I get spiteful as hell in these spots too, bro. I might
I always just think that they're supposed to be polar, so we're getting crushed by the top of the range. We're
And it
doing good
plays
versus
well.
the
Wasn't
middle and
like ace
crushing the
deuce,
bottom.
Yeah, ace 2.
never raising. Don't punt.
Yeah,
We
it's never-
need other stuff.
Yeah, it's
This
nothing.
is 20 bigs. Let me make sure I have this right. 10% of the field left here as well. You don't want to punt into this. Category BVB, we're in the big blind versus small blind open. We've looked at this spot. He is supposed to be using the 3X in our suited variety here. We can't get spiteful. We have to
I
just
thought
play.
the middle suited ones might want to raise.
No, sirree, not with this effective stack depth.
Like
We
the
want to be
suited-
more polar.
You're
suited
not
nines
bad
suited
enough and
ones.
you're not good enough to jam it or raise it.
And you know what else is super cool here, guys? Some of us look at our our suited King X and things like that, and we just like, fuck this guy, I want to jam. Also, the slow plays. Even if he's raising BVB every time, it's even better for us because these hands have even more playability, more value post flop when we're in position, and they're going to play even better. We can hang on even tighter versus these guys. So, yep, we don't need to be punting here with our suited variety. We need to just be playing in position, realizing that these guys are fucking loose, and we can just beat them post flop, right? So
Yeah.
Pucks agrees.
Absolutely.
Never folding, never raising. We don't need to punt. And he's about to take our lunch, isn't he?
I'm out.
Bye-bye.
Yep.
Yep, it's a sad ass spot, but when he double barrels, the SPR is going to be just absolutely tragic. So yeah, what can we do? It might be interesting to run in HRC if they're raising way too much. I can kind of agree with note locking some of this stuff and seeing what our adjustment would be. But I would imagine if we look at this range, this region from a playability standpoint probably still just maintains its calls, and maybe this frequency goes up higher, right? And we start using incorporating a few more of our pairs at full frequency and this kind of stuff.
Yeah, your middle of range is what it is.
The middle of range is what it is. Like,
Yeah, if
that's
they're
how I see it
polar,
as well.
Yeah, if you're polar, you're just ahead of their shit and you're crushed by their good stuff. So
Yeah,
you
we
can't
just
get
start
them
to fill in
call.
these kind of regions a little bit more as I think how the solver would
Yeah, the blockers.
act. Yeah, it wouldn't just magically the center start getting red. Like, I think this region would just fill in more, right?
Maybe more your high, low ace, like your
Yeah,
king,
like maybe it
kings,
would just
maybe.
start getting ace 3 in there more. King 3, king 4, these partial frequencies start filling out.
Yeah.
Ace 4, ace 5 starts fucking them up more, but I don't imagine the
then
middle fills out.
Once it starts to fill in the middle, like once you node lock enough, it's going to be started King Jack suited. So Queen 9 suited is still a ways down before you would be able to node lock him enough to be able to add that in.
Yep, I think that's a great call. Thank you for that, Beats, as well. Let's
I mean,
take.
I'll run it on the side. I'll just run any two open at 3x.
Yeah, you mind doing that really quick? Let's take.
I won't be quick. I'll just
break.
be running it while you're doing this, and when it's done, I'll.
That
HRC
works.
takes a while, especially
Yeah.
when you make it open everything.
I want to take a quick 3-minute break, 5-minute break, let my dog out. Stretch up, stand up, stretch your legs real quick. I suggest you guys do the same. Let's do that. We're gonna get through this hand history today. I'm scared to see where we're at. Oh my God. We got a lot more to go. I don't know.
So how many are left roughly?
We're not, I'm gonna have to go to the middle of this. Are you kidding me? Huh. Yeah, we're gonna go to the middle of this when I get back and try to get some more, because we're down here, bro. We're like fucking like right here or something. So maybe we get more speed run, but there's so much good content in this. I'm really enjoying it, and it's hard to stop.
It's a multi-day ACR. You're nowhere close to the end.
Well, it's only 300 hands.
Yeah.
But still, we did start on day 2 as well.
Yeah.
But I'll be back. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and get through these. These are good situations, though. I'm learning a lot, and I hope you guys are as well. So, yep.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're in the money
Sounds good.
though, right?
So
Yes.
So I'll just say 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hello?
Hello.
Huh, that's not good. There we go. You can zoom out. Oh God, just delivery. Just delivered, all done. Booga booga booga.
Ooh, it's a good turnout. I just looked at my database and we're 2 hours away from the FT. Holy shit. A lot.
It's ACR, so there's like 3,000 people left.
Yeah, dude. I haven't played on ACR in a while and I have money there. I'm just rotting. It's so stupid. Give me 1 second. This. Yo, we got the poker coaching study group. Look at all those beautiful people in there trying to get better at the game. Friend of ours, Pucks and Poker, donated a hand history where he chopped a 50K, and we've been reviewing that. He got chopped for like 6-7K, like the beastie is. So yeah, we're just going through that, and yeah, I'll drop a link if you guys want to join. Cool. All right, I'm not gonna drop a link, and they'll just have missed it. Cool. Let's get back into it. I'll tag you. I got you. Sweet. So we just give up there and back on the grind. Try to speed run these. I won't get so in depth every time. It's hard not to look at the spots, man.
Man, it's good to go deep regardless of how far you get, right?
Yeah, true. Because I mean, these spots come up, man, and they're really good. Are we completing this 6-7-0 in late position here?
In the money, no.
Anybody in there?
I mean, versus two late positions, it probably does. If it was like an earlier position, then definitely I'd say no. But I mean, I'm
not sure.
I'm not
man.
flicking chips
Chippy
in
V,
there.
I would always.
Hallelujah. It's really tough.
Acting,
We can look at this.
I'd say
Hail
for
to the no. Look at this range. Somebody said it's
I mean, look at this.
probably
Not even
like
King 10-0, Queen 10-0.
it's
Jack
actually
10-0.
just losing.
Look at all that ace-X folding.
Yeah, well, the high cards for sure are worse than like the lower ones, only because you know you're playing the other end of the board. So is there like a sliver of 7-6 in there?
No, it's fucking dead.
I just see the shadow of the line. Yeah, you just don't fucking.
Hey,
You were looking for,
guys.
I just see the shadow of the line.
He was just like trying to zoom in.
Is
Hey,
there,
can you make
is there a
this bigger
speck
so-
of it in there? Oh no, that was just something on my monitor. Nah,
Dude,
we're good.
it's king 10 off. Fuck me. I would have a hard time folding queen 10 off, just flicking, not flicking one.
Yeah, that's
King
a-
9 suited. I've never not flicked one. Queen 9 suited gone. Look how tight you
Multi-way
gotta be.
exchange is interesting. Would it be heads up?
King 10? I mean, king 9 is folding? Oh man. Let's look at a heads up.
Yeah, well, hijack open.
Oh, my mom. Yeah, I
We'll
mean, this shit
wider
is
heads
dust.
up.
I mean, and then like I would even just suggest maybe like it's 0 EV. All this shit 0 EV.
Yeah, garbage.
King 2 to king 7 is fucking 0 EV, and you're gonna not play it well enough post flop. We're not Salibas.
We're not Salivas.
Yeah, I mean, even this, like, we're not James Romero.
Matt did
7-6 is a fold here, heads up as well. It's dead.
Yep.
Damn, man.
I wanna be like Saliba.
Hell yeah.
Remember those old Nike commercials?
Oh, flop a pair and you're in Shitsville anyway. 2.5x. No, anybody tempted to give up? 10-7, 10-8?
I mean,
10-8?
I'm jamming 10-8, 10-7
10-8.
probably good.
10-8, maybe.
Dude, we
Oh.
gotta
Big
like,
blinds. I don't know if I give this up.
I think it's a punt.
Yeah, I
10-9.
think it's
It's
a
a
little
punt.
too wide, because the short stack, like the big blind doesn't really have any risk, so he's gonna be calling you pretty wide.
10-7. You
10-7.
can like, I mean, these are like 0 EV. Queen 7 all in is actually losing. Didn't know that. Okay. I mean, how do I not jam? Okay. Offsuit 9x suited 7x raise fold if interested. That's pretty cool. Yeah, 10x you raise fold. Like, I'm sorry, like good short stack play is important. Yeah, this is more like it. Get me out. Okay. 10-6, obviously a punt, but you got to think about 10-7. I would have to think. Flush aces. Nope. He did it.
Dude,
Whoa. Anybody going with this? Are we supposed to go with this? Are we going with all our pairs versus an open? Wow.
Yeah,
Think maybe
It's
sevens,
dicey.
sevens
little-
plus, ace plus,
oh, I believe it's all in, with 7 big blind, it's all in with all pairs.
all pairs,
You
right?
got to be ahead of the range. I always was under the assumption like I would be a little bit tighter here. I'd probably go like 5-6s plus and just fold all these because you want to be ahead of some. Like he's not opening 2s, 3s, and 4s here.
Yeah, I guess. I
He's
don't
not
know.
opening 2s and 3s here. And we need to be ahead. So I think it might be 5s and 6s plus because we need to be ahead of his bottom end of his opening range. Like the worst pair he opens, we need to at least have that in his fucking range. We're blocking the worst pair he opens, is the way I would see it. So
Yeah, he's probably not, he might not even be open sevens, because he's opening into the chip leader into the big blind, so he might like sevens might be the bottom for him.
I mean, I'm just fucking around. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to see this. We might need Toe, you got ICMizer. I don't have it anymore. You want to ICMize this?
Sure, send it to me.
All right.
I mean, for me, I'm opening sevens with my bottom at least anyway for that dude. I might be a little nitty.
No, not you being a little Kev, you're a little. No, I don't believe that. No.
So
No, I don't know. I mean, I think it could be reasonable though, to be honest with you.
basically,
Let me know
if
if
we
you
have
needed
the
a
small
different
blind,
format.
if we have the small blind opening any 2, 3x, entire range, 100%. Our jams expand, but our calls don't.
Oh, wait a minute.
We're just running this chip EV, right?
Yes. Oh, we can run it into money if you can.
One on both.
All right. Sorry, let's go back to this. Let's go back to it while he's running that. Puck said, fuck that, I'm too big to care. Bang. How bad was the damage?
Well, if you're flopping
Oh, flip.
sets,
A flip we would have won. We want to flip anyway.
Hang on, it freaked out. Let me see the action. This is.
You wanna see that small blind thing real quick? While
low
Toad's
jack
back?
open.
Hijack.
Yeah, I can if you want to put it in this chat.
Was it
Here.
hijack? Was it one spot or two spots before?
I'm sorry, here we go.
Two spots.
Low jack. He's low jack. You're cut off. Low jack
into
versus
cutoff.
cut off. Yep. I don't know if I can look at it here. I mean, yeah, because it's so interesting with the stack dynamic. Heroes position. It's 5s plus, 6s plus in this. That's chip EV, fucking 10% of the field. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, Cap, can you share that in chat? I
Yeah, when
want
he's
to
done
see
looking at
that one.
this. Oh, I'll share it on the screen when he's done this. You can give me the screen for 5
Alright.
seconds.
Yep, I can do that. Versus this range, if he were just this would be if he's all in. 6s plus, ace 10 off plus, ace 10 suited plus. 6s plus in this. I think a lot of stuff we're seeing is just 6s plus, but I mean, at the same time, this is symmetrical, not asymmetrical. So that's going to account for something. So can we give to the permissions?
Okay.
To share screen. He wants to share screen to show his solve. I'll try to do that real quick.
He can share now.
Okay, you can share.
Oh wait, no. You have to stop hosting first.
Oh, I see. Sorry, guys.
They should add the 5 BB stack in.
Go ahead, go ahead, Nato. Yep, Cap.
So it's basically just a toy game. He jams, he opens 3x any two from the small blind, and then this is how our range changes.
Yeah, I mean, that's precisely, now we full frequency all of our offsuit ace X. We mix in more and all of our suited ace X, and then we mix in some of our offsuit king X, queen X. It does get in there with like 7-8 suited and that sort of middling portion, but queen 9 suited never gets in there. Pretty cool. King queen suited's in there now.
Yeah,
That's
most
pretty
of
sweet.
your like king jack, like the kings still just, they're good. They just want to call, right?
Yeah, they just
Yep.
want to play post flop. They just, yeah, they're so good versus a super wide aggressive range like that. So awesome.
No, you can take it back.
All right, sweet. Do this. I need to be made host again, I believe.
No, Cap needs to stop sharing.
You
It says new share. It doesn't say stop share. It usually says stop share.
Yeah, there's a red
Oh, here it
button.
is. I see it.
Yep. All right, cool.
Sorry.
It's cool. Let's get back into it. So we're pretty much establishing this is a little bit below the threshold, but whenever you run good, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. Got a sun run. But we wanted to flip anyway.
When you're pucks, you just go for it.
You just go for it.
Yeah, he was definitely running really good this tournament.
Well, to be honest, you have to run good to win any
You
tournament.
have to.
Yep.
It's impossible to win. This is a new guy to our right. Obviously, we're not calling this. I'm not going to go through too many hands. I have good news. I don't have to end this stream. I don't have to stop in the next half an hour like I thought I was going to. Sounds good.
Nice.
I can grab them.
All right. So I think I'll just work.
Sweet. So we can keep going for another like 3-4 hours.
I'd be way better off studying
Wouldn't
than
be the
playing the
first
game of
time.
poker. Been playing so bad and unmotivated. I'd rather study all day, but nope, can't do it. We have here 4 deuce. This seems pretty cool. Now we did see some iterations where it preferred to be all in. with some of the offsuit ace X here, like ace jack, ace queen, ace 9, ace 10 at a very high frequency for about 15 big blinds.
Yeah, I'm jamming here. I'm not I'm not playing post flop with the big stack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Another one will hit me up. I gotta read this. Hold on. Okay. Maybe I will have to take a break. Let me see. Nope. Defending, not anymore. Get me out. So how tight our defending range was. Are we defending 10-9 off? What's the bottom of like these spots are ever so important. We don't want to punt EV. We keep coming across this. Is this a call or a fold?
Folding. 10-8 I call.
10-8,
Yeah, fold.
he's in there. 10-8 is the bottom. 10-8 the
10,
bottom.
10-9,
10-8.
10-9, 10-9 maybe is the bottom for me. 10-9, 10 jack.
These spots always worth. We'll look at we'll start at 15 in the money. We are in the big blind versus cut off hijack low jack. Always these low jack opens. BB versus low jack 10-8. 10-7 is out of there. Offsuit 9x firmly in there. Sure, I have to get the kids cool. Offsuit king X. Let's see, 0 EV, 0 EV, 0 EV, 0 EV. You need
Oh.
king 9.
Here's the
Oh.
pattern I was thinking of before with the suited 9s and suited 10s.
Suited 9s and suited 10s. Oh, wait a minute. This is the 4's hand.
Yeah, let me double check that real quick.
Yeah, this was the 4 hands.
The ICM one is good. I think I forgot to put the open in.
Oh, this was the normal one. This wasn't the ICM. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that one might be fucked up. Hang on.
Well,
The
it looked
second-
loose
the
as
one-
hell.
I think that's just the RFI. I think I forgot to put the raise in, so I'm rerunning that one now. But the
Okay.
ICM one is in there. I just
Okay,
did it.
cool. Uh-oh. All of it. I'm only jamming here. Anybody doing anything outside of jamming?
No.
No.
Nope.
Pure jam sauce. Snapped.
And
How
run
good
like
does the kid
pucks.
run? Ooh, faded the club as well. He called with king 5 in the money. I think that's way too loose.
Way too loose.
All right,
Yep.
so I got the 4's hand in there.
Here's the
EV
4's hand.
and DV.
I would have called.
It's in there.
That's
Pucks is
chippy.
just a mad genius, dude. Teach
go to-
me. You
go
gonna
to
run this
ICM
session
then.
when I'm gone? You gonna have Pucks run this session with you while I'm gone, man? Jeez Louise.
I mean, if I run it, no one's going to show up.
We
Go
can
check
look
the
at this.
ICM link too. 6s.
Oh, okay,
The one you
cool.
looked at was chip BB.
I did check that one. That was the bottom one you sent me,
The
correct?
bottom one is chip BB. That's the fixed chip BB. The one directly above that says with ICM, and then there's a link underneath it.
There's no link. Oh
There it
shit,
is.
never mind.
And
There
now
it
it's a fold.
is. And now it's a fold when he runs it correctly. 5, 6s plus. Yeah. Makes sense. This looks real.
Yeah.
Sorry. That looks real. That looks real. In this exact situation, we want to confirm our jamming range. This is easy as hell, right? I'm always jamming here. Would we have like 10 effective, 12? We'll look at it for both. BBB, we're gonna keep this 10% in the money. Whoops, first in range. Not it, Chief. Feels easy, but it is so wrong. Never jamming it. Too good. What the fuck? I'd snap jam this 100%.
It was king jack off.
Oh yeah. Oh, so I'm looking at king jack suited. Yeah, king jack suited is king jack off is a jam. Cool. Easy. But king jack suited, king 10. Damn, I jam queen 8, queen 9 every time as well. But these are the ones you limp call off. This is a weird region where you run this and you look at it. You call it off. Yeah, you don't complete and fold with queen jack, queen 10, queen 9, king 10. You call this whole region. So weird. Versus 3-bet. None of it's gray. Call it off.
What's their calling range?
When we sure.
'Cause I'd probably flick in at chip. I'd probably flick it in with king 5.
Hell no.
That's close.
These are like I'm probably too tight because I'm like up here. Like yeah. King 7 feels bad. I'm like up here. Queen 9 off. Yuck. Anybody calling queen 9 off?
Probably not. Nope.
Queen 10 is like a shrug. Fuck my life, but. Get me out. Snap. Bang. We got a workable stack now. We're back to 30 from 2 bigs to 30. $30 effective, no jamming or anything funky, min raising, and getting 3-bet. Oh boy. What are you doing, set apps? Peter, what are you doing here? Ascension? Anybody?
Call.
Oh,
It's a call. I
Yeah,
was
call.
on mute.
Calling it, he says, click it. Is there anything outside of jam? I mean, outside of call. I'm at 30. I mean, I think call is pretty standard. What are we doing here with ace, queen, ace, jack? Oh,
And first thing I do is check his 3-bet. If it ain't like 8 or more, I'm folding.
Ace jack, ace
from a,
queen, shove.
theoretical standpoint, what are you doing versus 3-bet on the button versus small blind with ace, queen, and ace, jack off?
A punt.
I punt. He's
ace
out
queen, I
of there.
punt. Ace
Ace,
jack, I'd
jack
probably
is probably a
split.
punt.
Probably
Right?
split ace jack.
No, yeah, I mean, ace, jack is, I would always be out
Oh,
of there.
okay.
100%. And look at this. I ask because I thought it might be a chance we mix in some jams here. Like I thought it'd be like versus small blind 3-bet. I thought we could get it in, and I wanted to see who has some cat jams in their range. Because if you're calling 100% of the time, I think we can jam some time versus some aggressive opponents. So yep, this is our range. Getting back in there 4-betting some suited ace-x, which is a beautiful thing. Some of the smaller pocket pairs, shrug it in there, 7s, 8s. I mean, if you wanted to simplify and jam every pair, I wonder if that's easier. Ace jack off plus, ace queen, king 10. Yeah, you're just going ham as hell in this spot. But Pucks is calling. Whoa! This is the first mistake I really don't
Yeah,
like.
no.
This is of the entire hand history. This is the only thing I don't like. He got a hold of some chips and then got frigid, got shook. He said, I ain't giving these things back. I just got a hold of this stack. It's all good, my friend. We got to actually just tease you a little bit. I think that's exactly what happened. He was like, fuck, man, I get in the spot and I just got these chips, right? This is exactly how the brain sometimes thinks. Like, I mean, we got 2 hands on them. We can never, ever fold. Sometimes if I'm ego playing, I might punt and jam. Like, it's ridiculous.
Gotta see a flop at least, no?
Bro, more than that. Don't be scared to open now that you got 3-bet. This is a mandatory open. Good. I'm glad you followed through. I've noticed some players that have something like that happen. They pack it in for a little bit until they get a real hand, right? So stay vigilant, keep picking up spots. This is probably just a pure call, no 3-bet. Good. Pure call. Ace jack suit, it's not going to make better fold, and you don't want to get 4-bet all in. You don't want to jam. You're not getting called by worse. This is the prime candidate for a flat. Well pissed. Peel. Check. Raise. You got to bet. Good. Very well played. I don't think we need to spend the time. It was multi-way to start anyway, but we are going to keep it moving so we get through as many hands as possible. Dead small blind, nope. Nope. Hell no. Whoops. Oh. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. All the offsuit ace X in there, jamming some king X. We're just gonna make his life miserable. Uh-oh. Ace high good? He called you with king 10, king 9? You got him. Nice. Now you got a real stack. Yep. This cat's, man, is this guy good? Anybody recognize this cat?
He's a crusher, dude, but not
Dude,
so
I
much with ace-
recognize this dude from years ago, and he was a problem then.
That's Mike Lavin. He's up like, I think, around a mil live. He's up like over a couple 100K on PA.
I did not know this was an actual beast. Like, this cat can play because he's been around. I don't even play much SCR, but I recognize the name. He can fucking play.
I mean, his ACR stats aren't that good, honestly, but overall, like he's very,
solid.
very good.
Yeah, I'm glad somebody else recognized him. I thought I was crazy. I was like, man, I recognize his name. So how do you pronounce that?
I don't know, but his real name's Mike Lavin.
Dionysus.
Yeah.
Dionysus. All right, cool. Are we mixing in any 2.5x, 3x with our suited kings here at 25 effective BVB?
I think the suited kings Broadway. you raise and you call with this one.
You raise with this
Which
one,
like
call?
king 10, king jack, king queen, but you call with the lower.
Okay. Let's take a look, because I think there can be some discretion on how people play it, or if some people are purely mixing it. Some people are saying, fuck that, I'm never ever raising this.
It's around
one or
the
more polar
25
range.
25 effective stack.
I prefer to raise the offsuit king X, where we can raise and fold. But when you get called, which you would do a lot, you have less playability. But let's see, there's a lot of different caveats to this. We're going to obviously check when we're in the money with the 10% fill remaining. Opponent's position is in the small blind. We're going to go BVB. And our small blind opening range, first in. Hail to the no. But you do mix in some of this stuff. And your raise size is 3x, even at 25. So 25x, 25 BBs, 2.5x ascension. I think it's what's stack depth. At 20, we're still 3x, and it's 15, we go 2.5. So let's not make sure we're giving them too good of a price when we're deep. Let's make sure we're still applying some pressure. But yep, calling this range, not really mixing these at all. King 4 does have 1%. And then the cedar region. So let's see how we're going to play against a reasonable pro. Anybody limp leading this board? Bunch of hell no's. King high could still be good. He does check back. He's a little bit capped from having some of his queen X. Anybody gonna randomly mix this as a bet? As an expert, I like betting one big blind against population, not against a pro though. On the flop, it's not bad, but you can realize there's some boards that just have too much equity, even versus a wide open range.
Yeah, and I always say, like, you got to be careful on the boards that have a bunch of low cards, because when they check back flop, they're going to hit this board more often.
Middling type low card connected, like how much fold equity?
3, it's way better as a limp lead, right?
Yep. I wonder if the solver would mix sometimes stabbing at some frequency between checking, stabbing as a bluff on the bigger side, and then bluffing again. But now he get, ooh, king high float. We owning him. Pucks, you ready? You ready to run this group? I have to run this. We have time, and I love poker, so let's do it. How deep were we? We were about 25 to start the BBB. Obviously, this is just going to be from a chip EV perspective. Who remembers the flop? Oh, piss. Guys, counting on you.
Oh, he might be.
And then I got it
Oh,
wrong the
cool,
first fucking
spade
card.
and 6-3 of heart.
Thank you, Abs. You win a gold star for that.
That dude plays on your WSOP streets too, because he lives in New Jersey. So
He's a handful. I recognize the name, yeah.
it might be Muck Lavin in Jersey.
I'm terrible. And
It's up 300K live. I thought it was more than that.
like I know the dudes who everybody knows, but like I'm so bad
10 of
about
diamonds.
remembering screen names and hands. I look at so many screen names and hands a day that it just it's gone.
Am I bad for stabbing? I am terrible. That's not that bad.
It's not the
I mean,
worst.
it's not good.
It's not good. I mean, let's see from an EV perspective, how bad is it? We have king 4.
So
Yeah,
he
look
bet
at
the-
the fucking. It's about. Let me stop. It's just whatever. It's a whatever bad. It's just
bad.
0 EV. It's not. It's not
It's
a
just not
thing.
good.
It just fucking stinks. Are we gonna bluff catch his ass when we do this? We check.
Nah.
He says nah.
Well,
We
you block
got
king,
60%
you block king, queen, and king 10. At least me,
dead.
king high.
Dead.
That's a pretty good
Wait.
call and a bet from him.
I mean, well, our call automatically loses money.
I mean, this guy, you got lucky. This guy didn't bet river, right? Like
Yeah, I mean, fucking Jack 8 probably
you
needs
bet
to.
turn,
Is
you
he
have to
betting?
bet river.
Oh,
He
yeah,
needs
bet
to turn his gut shot into a bluff.
Yeah, I mean, this guy ain't that good.
Well, this is why he's not playing the
Okay.
fucking 600s.
That's right.
He should have. He
He's
should have.
hardcore crushing the mid stakes.
Dude,
He makes fewer mistakes than the population, and that's all it takes.
He
So we
ran-
call.
he ran pretty deep into the main. He buys into 10Ks. He regularly plays
Fucking dude.
$1,000
That
buy-ins
don't mean nothing.
online.
I see the name.
It didn't complete a flush.
Yes, it did.
Oh, it did. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's cool.
He needs
He
a
has
heart to
to
bluff
bet.
there, right? On the river?
He has to. It's got no shot.
Yes.
Jack 8. Oh, every single fucking
Yeah,
combo.
he's got no showdown.
Yes, he needs to turn his hand into a bluff.
Yeah, I mean, he should only have a heart like a heart in his hand, but yeah, every combo he needs to just go hard.
Yeah.
And you think about it too, like snap folds from everything that like plays
Like
past
without a
him.
heart, he shouldn't even be doing this. on
He
his
shouldn't
own.
even be there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mistake by not, being receptive to or being aware of needing a suit blocker to do these stabs. We're all guilty of it.
Yeah, and then once you get there without the suit blocker, you're like, oh crap, they got a flush, so I guess I can't do anything.
Yep.
And that's why you need the suit blocker so that you can do it.
Uh-oh, anybody at 40 flicking in the cutoff.
Oh,
Set us in there with ICM. I'm out of there.
Wait a second. Pucks, did you play heads up versus him, I think, did you? Or he finished third in this, I think, because I feel like I sweated this live.
Damn.
Yeah, you just randomly sweating 60, 50 Ks.
Any pair is a call.
Yeah, damn. Any pair is a call, he says. This is gonna be good to see.
No.
Because Hero's position is in the cutoff. Dead. Nope. And
Yeah,
no.
Yeah.
You're
I
just-
watched
it's
this
just
I
no.
watched this live. I remember the
Fives
final.
plus. And then fives are even like sad. It's 0 EV. Sixes is 0 EV. Sevens it just makes you a little bit harder to play against, but you're not like gaining anything by
The
flattening.
deuce is what
You know, I've been noticing that like our old strategy is like getting 10-1, set mine, just call
That
the
shit
pair.
stinks.
But it looks like the solvers aren't really agreeing with that logic.
Well, especially not in ICM because
Yeah, this is I mean,
Need
you're
to be
even mixing
tighter.
fold and chip EV, but you can get in there, like, especially if we not gonna get, if people are behind, aren't gonna be squeezing ever. The opener stinks. Like, I think it's more reasonable, right? Like, but you need to know that if you do decide to fold this almost every time, you're not fucking giving any EV away at 40 and under. Especially under 40. I guess this is as cuspy as it gets. You get any shorter than that, you're actually just never even considering it. Hero's position cut off. Hell no. Just completely out of there at 30. I'm surprised to see this much of this in there, to be honest. It's -0. I mean, it's 0, but it's sevens or shit. Just calling. I mean, some of us see 8s and 9s in the cutoff versus MP open and just rip it in there. You're dead. 8s are just gone. So yeah, it's like being aware how tight you need to be in these spots is very important. Like, this is thought pairs aren't good in this spot. We want to play blockers and strong paint and stuff like that. No, you're right, Marlon. Machine gun nails it. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. I didn't even see you in there.
He just snuck in.
Snuck in, my man. Please don't 3-bet us. We don't like to get 3-bet with this hand. We get kind of scared. I gotta needle you a little bit. Out of there. Uh-oh. Is this it? Are we ripping? Calling ripping in the money here. What are you doing? I prefer not to. I always rip, he says. Okay. Said as just says shrug pot. Close my eyes.
Can this be
Minimize
a
the
raise
screen.
fold?
Minimize the table. I knew that was coming.
I guess not.
You-
Can't raise the five and fold, right?
I used to do that all the time. Just minimize the table and hope for the best. Raise fold ain't no way you're gonna 3-bet and
not
then
deep
fold.
enough.
Are you out of your mind? If
You
anything,
need jacks plus.
GG. You need jacks plus. Oh, this is gonna be good to look at because I'm hearing all kind of crazy shit.
It's definitely wider than Jack.
3-bet folds, dude. We can't ever 3-bet folds in a million years.
I guess we gotta eat it, I guess. Just rip it.
Yeah, yeet. It's 20-ish bigs, dude.
Well-
You're just literally at 0%. Dead. I mean, people talk about 3-bet fold. That's scary. I don't want us. I want you guys to. I want to be in your winner's photo when we go play live. You know what I'm saying?
Well-
I don't want to be drinking with you in the losers lounge
Why so many jams? Because we have 20 bigs only.
because we have a pair and it's a late position open. It's GG.
Yeah,
This
the
is
big
this
blind's
is
only got 20 as
actually
well.
like
From hijack. Well, I thought it was from earlier, I guess.
We're not at risk.
nope. Button cut off,
Uh,
hijack, low jack. It's even low jack open.
Low jack. Oh, okay.
GG. Let's not. I don't want you guys to be getting it twisted. I wanted to show this because people talking about jacks plus, people talking about getting shook, people talking about 3-betting folding is the most concerning. Never
I gotta
ever
tell you,
fold.
4s and 5s kind of feels kind of bad to me.
You ain't
Yeah.
printing much. Look at this. I guess if you wanted to slightly edge pass and you want to be a nit,
Is this
slightly,
we like so? This is
this
like
is
10%.
renting.
Hold on though, but 10% of
Seven.
feels like right after the bubble broke. Can we go deeper than that or no?
Only final tip. I mean, dude, this. Look at this. There's 20 players left. Like, he's still got a fucking 150 players to get through or something in this field. So I think it's applicable enough.
Yeah. But I mean, like 4s and 5s feels bad.
It does feel bad. I think under the right conditions, player type is going to matter when you're choosing such thin edges. And my problem sometimes is I take the thin edge every fucking time. And it's not a thin edge because these guys are too tight.
If there's if there's shitters and call off too wide, it's worse.
Yes.
Then they're gonna be in
Yeah,
there with
exactly.
more high cards.
No, yeah, precisely. And I think if they're not, but this is firmly a snack jam. You know what I'm saying? Like every time. Easy game. Oh God. I'm sorry you lost this one, Pucks. You ran into it, didn't you? Yeah. Son of a bitch runs good. Ouchies. We've made bongs with less than this. We've come back from 2 bigs, so it ain't nothing but a thing.
Yeah,
12 bigs in the cutty. B money. You in there? Bet 2 setup says. Skate. What are you doing here? Cat yam for Savage Ashes.
Folding.
Fold for Ascension and Skate. So
Yeah, I'm ripping.
look at this. Cat fold for margin. So this is why these study sessions are so important. And I'm glad we are all spending this time together. I'm seeing too many different options. There's no way everybody can be right here. And folding feels ridiculous.
After
we
losing
have?
that pot too, I want to get some chippies back right away. I'm too shoving in there and still.
10% and RFI in the cutoff. Stop with the cap.
I think it's more 15.
Okay. Raise. If you feel like it's close to 15, if you like, it's that weird ass in between stack right between these two. At 10, if you have 11, rip. If you think you can raise fold and it doesn't put you right under 10 big blinds, raise and fold. Would you know what you don't see much of? Fold. Population is going to give you a lot of credit, especially if you open in this spot. I love it. Now we're going to make an extra big because of it. Very good. Quarter it. Why is life so hard?
Oh, gotta fold.
Hell yeah, you got it. We're dead. Feels bad.
Or
I
you
like the
may-
way you play it.
The worst is maybe jamming with the flush draw.
Oh man. Well, I mean, even versus the flusher on the 2 live cards, how great are you doing? Yeah. You say call. Whoa, we ain't raised calling this off in the money. Do I want to run this? No, let's keep it going. I think it would be kind of
You gotta
tragic.
fold that.
You gotta fold.
Man, it's never a bluff.
I put the GTO wizard for that hand. At 13 big blinds.
Oh, fuck. So it's raising at 13. Okay. Did you run the post op action?
No, GTO wizard doesn't run post flop or ICM.
Oh, you were just talking about the pre-flop. Oh, so pre-flop for 13, it is raising. I see it on the screen there. I'll click it here so everybody can see it. Strategic. I'm jamming ace-9 100% of the time.
I was jamming A6 100% of the time.
Dude, I would fucking be jamming ace-6 here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, if I have any kind of mental fog and I'm not sharp, I would just rip this ace-6 every time.
Yeah,
So it's good to see. I'm glad to see this. Glad to see that. Well, Pucks is holding on for dear life, playing well, making all the right moves, and we're once again down to like fucking 6 bigs.
this must have
Easy
been a
ones.
stressful 3 hours for him.
Dude, he was up and down, up and down, up and down. 40 bigs, go from 2 to 40, back down to 8. So you want to play on ACR, huh? So you want to return $16 into 7K. This is what it's going to take. This is what it looks like. GG. Oh boy. How do you? It's over, right?
Oh, not now. Might just have an underpair. Oh, cold 4.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Fair fight. Run pure. Golly. I want to be like you when I grow up.
Ooh, I wish I could run like that.
You only
love
needed
it.
the ace.
Oh man, and he's hitting you with these sizes as well with this stack. Oh man, putting straight hell And
But
since
if you-
it says jam right
But
away.
in fact, if you check his odds, he never 3-bets pre-flop, so.
Well, we only have 20 hand sample size. 20 hands is 2 orbits. It's nothing. You ever
Yeah.
get dealt shit for 2 orbits? You
Oh,
ever
do you
get dealt
see
really
this?
bad distribution for 2 orbits? Set apps.
But where do you see the number of in?
Red.
Okay.
That's how many hands we have on them.
I got like 1,000 hands on him.
I don't say anything.
Yeah,
Just call
exactly.
this.
I'm sure this player has much more than a 0 3-bet in his life.
Yeah, I think he's around average, around 8 on in my stats.
Man, this is fucking rough. So what's the consensus here? Calling or folding? Or 4-betting? Ascension's jamming. He ain't having that shit. He's back over the top and in there.
On
Everybody's scared to
ACR, I
say.
got him at 9.
I don't know, early versus early, this is,
I mean, we ain't got a shitload of risk premium. We're just in the money here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's look at it. Everybody's uncertain. The nit in me is alive and well. Fold. I don't want to play this out of position, man. It feels really fucking bad. Like, we're never happy.
yeah, what's our bottom? Our bottom and open is what, ace 10, ace 9, maybe?
Yeah, man, it feels fucking bad. We're like folding the bottom of our range, and then I don't know, man. Am I insane? Let's see how nitty I am. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking in my mind, like, man. Versus 3-bet and heroes position EP2.
Yeah, Pucks, I got a lot of hands on him and
Cut
over
off,
a few
hijack,
different
low jack.
sites. He's about like 8.5.
Yeah,
to
it's
9.
7. It's 7-handed 6s. So move over to MP and LJ. That's going to change the ranges a little bit.
I mean, ace, queen off plus. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I feel like fucking shit. Like, you have to fold. And his 3-bet sizing, because he knows what he's doing, is 2.5x. It takes that into consideration. You went a little bit smaller, which is obviously comparable enough, although you're getting a slightly better price. I don't think it changes the fact that you're fucked too often versus this tight of a range. And I think this is pretty clear. So good fold. Oh, you didn't fold. I don't know what you did yet. Uh-oh, Shay. Ruh-roh. Good fold. The kid has a 5 head. Yeah, I like this. Punish. Simple. Walk it out. We already know what to do. Good. Can't call. Show the chart for me again, please. Yeah, no problem. Here we go. So this is when you get 3-bet. Sizing was 2.5x. You open, min raise, whatever. And ace queen suited calling, ace jack suited, mixing calling all in. Ace 10 suited, shrugging that shit in there. King jack suited is the pure 10s plus. Your suited will aces or make good 4-bet candidates. Ace queen being the prime candidate for a call is pretty good, right? Ace queen off is calling as well. Your ace queens are calling. I like this. Is this a situation where we slightly upsize to 55% on this board for a C-bet? Or do we going to autopilot go quarter and small? I would think about going
No.
55.
I
would
like going big here.
Yeah, I would definitely
Just-
go bigger than this.
It's like just higher than what his normal stab board would be, but still.
All right. Cap wants to share. This is who we're playing against. What
This
the
is
hell is this?
1,100 hour buy-in at the Brigada.
Which one is he?
He won.
Oh, yeah, I was hoping you would give me this link. Whatever, fine.
Oh, like scroll 3 or 4 down, 1,100 hour buy-in. 113K.
Okay.
Oh shit, just
Months ago?
recently in
Yeah.
November. Damn.
A lot of good pros in that too.
You know. I see you. I like it. So this is who we're dealing with to our left. A guy who's misbluffing turns, misappropriating bluffs in a turn without a heart, and then giving up on rivers. Where he has no
It could be
showdown.
an adjustment for player pool too.
I
Right?
know,
'Cause he
I
plays
know.
much higher than this.
I'm always gonna just needle where I can and make myself feel better. Yeah, I like this size personally. I'm not going to third this. Is that a mistake to not just go a third? Was it 25 started? It was 20, correct? $20
20.
Yeah,
cut
I think
off
we-
versus button.
I think with short stacks, we don't have to go too large.
Sometimes you do, regardless. What were the suits? Everybody failed the test.
Yeah.
Failed the first card. Oh, why did I hit? I didn't mean to do that. What was it? Two. Two of
Deuce.
spades. God, I'm getting hungry. Oh, they
Yeah.
have some lead.
He's got 12% leads on this board.
Oh no, that's
Okay.
crazy as fuck, isn't it? There it is. Yep. You can go
Yeah,
bigger with this.
1.4 is still,
Yeah, you can go small as well when we're so shallow SPR. Here we go. That makes it. But when you do have some bigger bets, it's going to come from ace eight, nines, tens, jacks, queens. So I would take this ace eight and probably be uncertain and use it as a big bet too often. But as you can see here, 1.4 is still the prevalent bet size overall at a quarter.
And doesn't an ICM typically drive your bet sizes, like tamper your bet sizes a bit?
Drive them down slightly, correct. So maybe I'm griefing it and using 55% a little bit too much here under all conditions, where a quarter still gets them to check raise wider and spaz out, which we can just run it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the stack size and then ICM drives that down, because if you're at like 40 or 50 deep in chip EV, that's just a
Oh yeah,
Just-
you're not
Yeah,
going
yeah.
small at
chunk
40.
that. Yeah.
How much does he get leads here? Not in that configuration. Like, yeah, look at this shit.
Yeah.
You're just
Yeah,
bombing
now
it.
you're just bombing
yeah,
it.
Like, look at ace eight here. Like, I just get it like mixed up and we get shallower. So I just imagine we still have bigger bets, but I would just drive it down to closer to half. But you could still use a quarter is still going to be fair. And under the condition that we are in the money with the ICM. So yeah, it could be even better. Yeah, never folding an ace. I'll take those. And get some trash. What's our stack now? 32. Ooh.
Oof.
Holy shit, what do we do?
I think I like the lead here.
I mean, I know I do. Do we go
Flop
60?
checked?
But since he says check, wow, this is an interesting.
The
Oh, no,
flop
it's
check?
a one.
He
one,
checked flop, yes.
It's a pot bet.
Hot
I think this is
60.
like when I'm leading this, I actually lead this small, I think.
Leads are generally.
I go like
small.
half pot.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
no,
actually going probably like 20-ish% on this.
60.
Well,
I got too much equity to go big and get,
I don't know.
I just rather go
Totally.
small on it.
I don't know about ICM, but I think in general, when it goes check, check, we can go pot or sometimes.
Yes,
even
normally
larger.
we can.
Yeah, I
That
wanna
is
set up like a
so
pot,
smart.
pot and a quarter size jam on the river. So like half pot, 60%, something like that. I'm good with it. I just want a big bet left on the river.
Yeah.
He griefed us already.
The solver's broken.
This guy's. Is that right? Cut off hijack, low jack. Maybe I could fuck it. Great. Dude, what are we doing here? I'm just gonna, is it a low? Was it ace 3 or ace 4?
Ace
Three.
3, 4 of
Oh no, it was
ace
it
3 and 4 of club.
please. Okay, it is 3%. Fucking hell, mate. Five of
5 of club.
clubs.
5 of clubs, yeah.
I mean, your ass ain't using that small bet too much. Big to set up to jam. 7-8, big. 75%.
Clubs.
It can check a little bit. It can check a little bit as well. For the check army, it's cool. For the quarter
Okay.
army, it's a little bit of a thing.
It's cool.
For the big bet army, I'm with you. We go 75%. I'm with you. Basically, you can't make that big of a mistake with this much equity. I hate checking, but I don't despise it. I think it can be reasonable. What the hell do? We just check call? Ay,
Now it sucks. Now, like, he's got.
Now
the-
it's
the-
like I would rather fucking put him in.
Yeah, because now you can't do anything but call.
Good golly, can't fold. And it even decides to get nasty sometime. Toe the Saliba. Combo draw
Saliba,
turn, big bet. Sometimes you can jam. What's the EV between that? Where we at? All the numbers.
8-7.
Yeah, we have 8-7. Here we go.
He's
Calling
never
best.
supposed to have an ace here, right? So like, unless he's trappy, you jam and get through too. Oh, happy days.
What a life. He checks back every time here, doesn't he?
You have to bet.
Can we lead?
Time to punt.
Stick it in.
Yeah, you have to bet.
What?
He checked back ace king on that board. What the fuck?
That was the weirdest played hand.
He deserves it.
Omar. What are you
He bet
doing?
Flop, it's game over.
He did this shit to himself.
Dude.
Collecting punts like
And then
Devin
only jammed
Hester.
when the board
My
paired, the
God.
flush got there, and the straight got
I'm
there.
gonna start calling you Devin Hester. Holy shit.
I love how you only put it in when everything in the world got there.
But
Four
Yeah.
straight, 3
Se-
flush,
ser-
and paired board.
seriously,
Now
with
we
the
run
board,
this bitch.
seriously, with the board, the ace king
He could have just checked back the
was-
river.
should
Or
have
call,
checked back
or
the.
check, I don't know. Anything but get it in.
Well, we got 46 bigs. That guy is, you must be kicking yourself. We've looked at this and we saw we can mix raising this for 3x.
I limp fold this.
We can mix raising here for 3x and I love it. Puck's genius. He's playing well, man. Yep, he sees the shallower stack under 10. Likes to use a slightly larger size. I don't hate it, and he's focused. I like this a lot. I like that open. It's a very astute open. I like to call that one. Even if it's not on your chart, fuck that chart. It's a good open. Nope. Mix this as well, right? Weren't these in there? No, it was the suited 5s, 4s, and things like that. Not
We
this
might
as
be getting
much.
down to like 3 tables with two empties.
Yeah,
Ooh, I don't think we can fold, can we? Do we limp fold?
I don't think we can fold this one.
I don't think we can fold. Am I insane? Am I too loose? This is good to see if I'm too loose. I might even consider mixing raise. Pre-flop. I don't know if that's a big match
ICM,
either.
ICM, I'm folding, sorry.
Okay, fair.
3 tables left, I'm not gonna play this out of position in an inflated pot.
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to say, I thought this was, I'd mix raising this some down in this region because this is that weird region. Like you don't want to limp and call it, but it's suited and it plays well. And like mix raising this more.
Yeah.
For
Alright.
sure. Like I try to I have my RNG with Jurogen, and if I'm playing really well, I'll just like, okay, if I think it's 60 or 70, I wait for it. Okay, I didn't get my number. Let's wait for it again. Okay, I got my number, and then raise.
Well, Phil Laddie busts 12, so maybe we suck out on him here.
But yeah, let's see it versus 3-bet versus ISO. Dead. The little bit that you are in there is just dead versus the raise. So too loose for the army that is limp calling. Very good. Making 0 mistakes outside of the Jack 10, and
Yeah,
I'll
playing
never
really
let
good.
you live down. Now going min raise seems fine. Could still maybe go a little. It's nitpicky. It's all the same EV. It's gonna be fine. Betting the parent board on Jack high out of position to button. Button versus button, we do get a lot more c-bets, but we got to ask ourselves, what are we trying to accomplish here? We're gonna be able to get 3 streets.
We
I
can
bet it makes
size
sense.
up out of position, honestly, a little bit.
Yep. And that's one thing I was sending Justin some out of position hands because I felt like some of the situations, like we ask ourselves what we're trying to accomplish. If you're trying to get 1 street from worst pairs in his worst Jack X and things like that, maybe you go 70%, set up a better SPR to get it in. This maybe you make your range look more capped and check. 30% might keep in some, but now we have to bet again. We just call. Yeah, I think this is fine.
Yeah, you got him the bluff turn.
Yeah, we got him to bluff turn. We probably don't. He still has ace jack as a flat, king jack as a flat as well. I want to see this pot. He had like fucking 8s. Yeah, always 8s. That's why I
And
think
he's
sometimes going 70 on the flop.
Yeah, they gotta call. He's gonna call a bigger bet with H too, right? And then you get him to fold later streets if you keep barreling, which is fine, but you get that one good size in.
I'll be 100% honest with you here in this spot. I tend to check flop a little bit too much.
Yeah, I
But
was gonna
after
say-
studying this spot, I think we can specifically on paired boards utilize a bet strategy a lot. But Jack X feels interesting because he has ace jack.
I think it's gonna be about 50-50. I think there's gonna be a decent amount of checks, but when you bet, you can go a little larger.
I think this one's going to be about 85% bet, with the majority of your bets being half pot. No,
Mix, mostly check.
And it's only
love
betting
it.
small, right?
No big. Shallow SPR at 25. And it does have some it has a little 55.
Yeah,
Here we go. I can make it bigger there.
not necessary though.
Yeah,
Just
it's mostly
necessary.
checking. And I mean, I don't know. My default here is to just check a lot. We look at this button range here. You could see like, bro, it's like fucking, he doesn't have king jack suited, but he has ace jack off, king jack off, right? So he has some better jack X in this flatting range, and he's flatting these 100%. So surprised, yeah, king jack suited. Most people, population's gonna miss this, in my opinion. Miss these all ends. So, as played, let's see, as played, because we can mix a small bet.
So when we bet small, I think we barrel turn because we kept them wide.
I think it might check turn because he has better, and we might be value owning ourselves. But let's see if it wants to just get ourselves to showdown. I think pucks and games use like more of this. We got called, and then the turn was the 5 of diamonds. Queen jack, pure check. You get you get yourself pretty owned. You start value owning yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like, because you can see he has full frequency ace jack. We condense his range some. He has something. It keeps stronger hands in your checking range as well, which is a very good point. Very good. So yeah, since you're gonna be checking and having some give ups as well in this spot, having a hand like queen jack is pretty nice as well. So yep. And then I think everything else is standard. Did I miss it? Was beats wrong? Beats is always wrong.
Yeah,
easy.
no, I messed
Okay.
up because I wasn't even thinking about the fact that we were low jack, and I was just like, oh, we're under the gun. There's going to be a lot of flop leads there at like 50%.
Yeah,
So,
we didn't count back from the button. I think I said no at from under the
no,
gun.
that was my bad. I didn't count back.
How would it change? It's poker.
Okay.
This is what we're talking about. This is what I was
Yeah.
referring to initially in my thought process as well. Like, look at the big difference.
Yeah,
This is what I was thinking about as well, Bates, and then you go back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, from low opening low jack instead, then obviously, yeah, we're gonna have to be tighter. So
Correct. No, initially when I quick looked at us, oh shit, we're under. No, you count back from the button, and we're actually in a low jack.
yeah,
Changes strategically how we approach this situation a lot. Obviously, we're full. I like this open, but it's easy open considering we're in the cutoff hijack low jack. Bill live, hey.
This is like bottom of range.
This is the defend for sure. Bot, but it's in there.
It's the very bottom, right?
Yep. I mean, we can take a quick look at it, so we're not, but I feel like it's just a straightforward defend. Versus RFI, hero's position in the BB versus low jack again or something. I mean, it's super in there. I mean, we're deeper, we have them covered.
Yeah, so again, I just did the same thing you guys did. I'm thinking it's hijack.
Fine.
Under the gun.
Under the gun.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I did the
Fine.
same mistake you guys did.
Yeah, like, cut off. It's even more egregious because he's hijack opening range. Like, it's you can't get away with this.
No, you gotta play it.
You cannot get away with this. If we're folding this, we actually start to get close to getting ran over. Three X. Mamma mia.
So yeah, I see
Still-
that's
still
small. Just
quarter.
They have suited aces here, but
Yep.
they don't have a lot of the other ones, right? So I don't double barrel though.
Savage son of a bitch.
I don't mind a
Target.
double barrel in this exact scenario.
I don't mind it. Don't play against pucks who will wreck your life.
And Puck's pointed something out that I was kind of thinking of earlier. Like, this table is much tighter than when he had Dionysus on his left.
Yeah, Dionysus is something else.
Yeah,
and
once
was
he
mixing it
switched
up.
tables, this table became very passive.
Yeah, but if he's tight, passive and tight, yeah. So if he's passive, he's gonna call you down with an ace. Like, I don't want to just keep like feeding him chips. If he's not
Yeah, but
three betting
if
his
you-
aces enough, he's got more of them.
But no, if you've paid attention to kind of the way that this table is played, once it switched over, if he had an ace, he would have raised him on the flop.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Small
It's
blind.
this table is playing very like passive but straightforward,
Right.
Ace 3-7.
is what I've noticed. So
I'm just guessing the suits. Fuck me. I just completely whiffed every single one. Fine. When we have yaks on this board,
I think I'm checking.
C-bet. Range on ace high.
Yeah, they lack the aces, really.
Yep.
They shouldn't have that many, so, and they don't have the good ones, so like.
Range C-bet.
Yeah.
Don't
But-
tuck those nits in. Let's still get them.
I don't
You
know about
did
the
it.
turn. Like, I would check turn. I don't know if that's good or not.
The turn is going to be, it was a 9.
No, the 9. The 9 was a backdoor flush draw too, came in.
yeah,
I don't
You'll
think
have
it's
that on these bigger
blasted.
jobs. Blasted. I don't think it matters.
Goes big too. It ain't messing around.
It's fun. Oh my God.
do
It's
this
actually
change the 9 to diamonds. Just
Oh
because
my
it did
God.
yeah. It's still gonna be big, but
bro, it just fucking just ran. It just decides I'm gonna overbet. You don't have the very top of your range, and man, this is.
It's a weird bet size though. 101.
Is it? Am I gonna have to send this to Justin?
What's the equity for this hand? Can you look at the equities? Like, it's gotta be value betting, right? Like it's betting the. That's EV. What's the equity? Yeah, it's still like it's just crushing it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, I guess big blind just doesn't have enough aces. And then if they do, a lot of times, they're just raising you when you lead.
We're supposed to go
because-
bigger as well. Just disgusting. Pucks, well played. As you can see right away, some people in this group missed the flop c-bet, and more than half missed the turn double barrel, which was both solver approved. I like this open for sure. I would open this every time. C-bet. Hell. We're running it now. This shit is too easy. Scared to play against us. Raise, no jam. Call. Is this calling or folding? I would never fold for 13.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's.
I don't know.
A little more than
maybe it
30
is.
or stack. It's like, it's like a call. You know,
I'm just saying. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I'm okay being wrong. I would just never fold.
I was wondering if you get open jammed, honestly, but like calling feels bad. Like I'd rather open jam than open call.
We don't have because at 15 we probably just
We
win.
just jammed it.
It's fucked because we don't have asymmetrical.
Right.
Because we can't jam for 22. No. Fuck. We don't have it.
Wait, so we got like 22 on the button.
GTO might have that.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
GTO
I
was
might
in
find
my
something
habit, too.
similar.
No, we can do this. I think we can do this. We have, if you're opening, let's say 17 on the button. Fuck that. All in. Fold.
Oh no, you're
I
the
mean,
button.
call. Why is it doing this?
Just click on the button just in the box because you're making an action for the button.
Oh, I see.
So it's
I
now
see.
on GG. So
Button open to. Select the post flop spot. No, I don't want to.
just click.
Oh,
Alright, so go.
I have to do this. That's what it was. The strategy
yeah.
wasn't showing. Button raise to. Small blind all in. BB's folding. What's the calling range? I mean, I would just snap all my suited aces. That I open here, but maybe not ace deuce and ace three, but
Yeah, like I don't mind passing on the lower end there because it's a lot of bigs still. And you just got so many chips, you can just get them right back opening because you're running the table over kind of with the big stack.
nope. Let's find ways to run tournaments over and win everything rather than edge pass on plus
Hang on.
1.3 BB chips. What did I mess up? Could run this in ICMizer.
I ran it in ICM.
I'm
and
folding and picking a better spot. Holy smokes. I'm the only insane. Sad Habs, help me. You?
Yes.
Yes.
This is
My brother.
This is a very similar spot in GTO Wizard I just posted.
Very similar spot in GTO. Let's look. I mean, I would for 13, I would just golly, I'm never folding.
I have it set for 3 tables in
I'm
ICM.
trying to
What are you trying to do?
find a fold, buddy.
Oh,
These
you
cats
tried
really want
find
to
a
fucking fold this.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm finding a.
I
fold
mean,
all the time.
cats really want to
So-
fold.
So just click on the
Click small blind. Look for 17. And then I did that one,
Use-
32-16 or
You would pick-
37.
You would pick one. I don't trust you. How about this one?
yeah.
I don't trust the one you're gonna pick.
It's probably just gonna jam from the
Well,
button.
At 12, it's different than him jamming 16, 17.
Fuck me.
Yeah, 3 tables left is probably.
Like
pretty-
this is gonna be jamming a lot. Ace five when you do mix open it. How about this? I'm sorry, I don't want to spend too much time because we're getting BB folds. GG. Stop looking for folds.
It's not making that much.
It's making
Making a hell of a lot.
it's fucking making a third of a bit.
It's even worse for me. I'm
31
playing
big blinds
PK
per 100.
I'm mostly playing PKO tournaments, so this is a
I mean, yeah, I would snack this off. I mean, I honestly, I was trying to see if there's a way I can fold this because I just would never consider it. Like, let me see, button 19-15. This one kind of hurts. This hurts really bad to lose when 19 bigs. You open and you get fucking ripped on again by this. You don't even have it in your range because you would rip in the first place. But what's the worst hand you're calling off here? Ace 9-0. Fine. GG. Ace 8 suited in this one.
See, I just think like,
That's a 30 plus BB swing per 100.
I like
Mhm.
cut off the bottom of my range. I just think, are they jamming appropriately? And
Yes.
I don't think really anyone does, generally speaking. So I feel like I can shave off the bottom of my range.
This
And
guy,
these deep- when you're this deep, because you got big pay jumps here too, right? Like,
big pay jumps. We're 3 tables off. The pay jump is like $7. There's
Well, it's
no
coming up.
way. The coming up ones are like $37.
At some point in the tournament, you need to play for the first.
I'm playing for the first. Dude,
Yeah.
I am never folding. And
Your
I'm
pay jumps
trying to.
Yeah, I was gonna say your pay jumps aren't really gonna matter in this tournament until you get to like top
18.
7.
So this is the final 2 tables. Yeah, I feel live. This cat busted in 12th. Oh,
Yeah, he
looks
did.
like we're
Busted
finishing
12.
this. Let's see.
11 left.
Give me 1 second, guys.
So what happened with the ace 5? Did he win the pot?
You snap folded.
You folded.
And I'm gonna add in the words. I'm gonna say snap folded because I'm just needling, but he instantly folded. Didn't even
I don't hate it,
consider
pucks.
it.
Pucks, you nit.
Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second.
I probably would have called like ace 9 suited, honestly.
Review. Pucks, what's your Insta? Hit me up on Insta. I know I'm following you. It just won't auto tag you. Opening this in the cutoff, hells yeah. Checking OPP, yep. Checking again, yep. Calling, inducing bluffs, yep. Check calling, yep.
I don't,
Yeah, I mean, we would call for sure.
Yeah, made margin.
Yep. I got you. Just jamming for 16. Is this good enough to do something else with, like go 2-5 and call and keep in worse king X and queen X and get him to spaz out, or is this purely jamming? That's a good question. I think that's a reasonable question to ask.
Raise inducing king queen.
Yes. Is he gonna always call you off with worse? He call. I mean, when you raise 2.5, doesn't he just call with worse king X and queen X and you keep those in his range? His ace X is just gonna jam on you
Call it and
anyway.
then play it out of position. Feels bad, but yeah.
Yeah, but they keep it in a much worse. I don't know. Maybe I'm bad. Let's see. BVB. We're in a small blind. First in pure jam.
I mean,
I'm
if
shit.
it is, it's probably king queen off's probably the only one.
No, I'm shit. It's king queen suited.
Yeah,
King 10.
king
What?
queen
But look
off
at
is
king
good.
10. Like I just ripped this and okay. Okay. Queen jack. Oh, ripping king jack. Oh, king jack suited is the one. that you want to just try to
Queen.
induce with. That's good enough.
Grip it and rip it.
Golly, you're just getting just raise, snap, get
Raise and deuce
there.
ace king, that's easy.
Whoa, look at the
Easy
counter
game,
for-
easy game.
Dude, this
River
bet
them.
is massive. Like to lose this and like counterfeit them there. Holy shit.
Fine, good.
Hell yeah, you enjoyed. Why not open this? Boss hog it. I love it. Easy open there in the way.
70 big blinds, you could probably open what, 80% of the hands?
3x.
Oh yeah, you need to abuse the table now. You
Quarter
got the
pot.
freaking chips.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you got to be table captain now.
King high?
Big Papa. I was actually in this. Big Papa knocked me out.
I love it when they call it big pop.
I like this. Just raise,
Yeah.
bet small. Raise, bet small. Make
Yep.
them defend multiple streets.
Table.
Is this final table?
I am the
Yes.
captain now.
Got it.
Yeah, this is the final table.
All right. All right, just 1 second.
Double check.
All right, boom. Let's do that. Sweet. Hopefully we can get through this quick. Not gonna defend because I gotta go get my kids soon-ish.
Muck it. Sit down, source, Big Papa.
Go 5 or 6 out of position. Maybe just going straight 6 is good. I think this is a bit big.
Yeah, final table.
I wouldn't. I mean, even though like we're out of position, I think this is too big. I think we're specifically with aces. I'm still in induce mode, going like literally maybe 6-2-5, 6-5 at the very biggest.
Yeah, I 3x here.
Yeah, like 3x is probably good. 3-2-5 as
Yeah.
well, because you're gonna probably 3-2-5 want to give a worse price with some of your range.
I
But
use
the fact that you're
3.3
even
when I run them
3-betting,
in
you know.
HRC. So yeah, 3 to 3.25, whatever is really good. I
Yep.
think.
We can check our size at a final table. Fuck it. I need to.
Yeah, we should, right? To be sure. Like we should know because we've seen it before.
Oh,
It's
don't why are
amazing.
you
You
making
see
me
so
do
much, you get so much
this?
information, you can't remember all.
Why do they make me do this in a small blind? It's damn work. What do we have? 38 bigs. And cutoff has. Let's just do this. $2.5. Even going smaller than I suggested.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Go fucking tiny when you 3-bet. And you get to put him in a cage with just all this other stuff as well. What a
You gotta
hard
get
life.
used to it, man, right?
You
Yeah,
do?
final tables. Gotta get used to doing it.
I agree.
So-
Yeah, 3.5, as you can see, is just way too big.
I watched his cards up. These guys at the final table, for the most part, played really well.
What are you doing here, Marlin?
Oh,
Machine gun.
oh,
Folding for the machine gun. Danny Scott, what are you doing here, bud? You can type it in chat. I'm just curious on perspective at these final tables.
Oh, is this the actual final table now?
Job
that?
offer officially being emailed. Hey, take care, Cincha, man. Thanks for hanging out today. Danny's flatting.
Do we just click? Do we just 3-bet him even with this? Because he's, you can put him in a box.
But you have no blockers or anything.
I mean, we're pretty deep. I hate like raising here. I get out
You
of line.
jam your
I ain't
small
gonna lie.
pairs here, right?
chips we save are more valuable than chips we earn at final table.
Yeah,
Sure.
but he's in a tough spot. He's opening wide and he can't fight back too hard. Like he can't get out of line against us. You're gonna get
Why-
an honest response when
Why
you
would
read
you want to
that.
raise them? You
I mean,
just,
block, prefer to have blockers, but. I mean, if he calls, you can still let out flop him.
Hard to make a
That's
pair and
it.
hold.
there's no way I'm putting another penny in this pot.
Give me
Is it jamming?
Fucking ripping it versus a button
Yeah.
open at 30.
30.
Yeah, I mean, I thought
Look
we
at
could put him in the
button has
box. I didn't know he
32,
was
small blind
jammed.
has this 18. What does our stack look like here? 30, 30. I imagine you get to fucking with the ICM pressure with this guy and these guys being here, you
Yeah, they can't
probably
do
get
anything.
to just literally make his life hell.
What's he got to fold? He's got to fold jacks here, probably. Yeah.
I mean, in real life, they
Yeah.
should be full. I mean, Jax is probably going to call you, but I mean, all the pairs up to Jax are folding. Ace Queen off,
Should be.
and
Yeah.
Ace Queen off might be folding. Ace Queen's probably folding. Ace Jack is certainly out of there. That should be easy.
Eats their life,
Queen
yeah.
suited's gone. Hey, take care, Meatball. Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
I mean, it's a 6 spot, yeah, but you're the table captain. You can do this. And you're supposed to fold like freaking tight as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, we can come up with different iterations here to see. I'm just trying to find something where we're in the middle having both players covered.
Yeah, I mean, I would have made a mistake. I think I would have 3-bet not jammed. I would have 3-bet
But
folded.
let's be honest here. Like, this is this configuration where 40 on the small blind, button has 18. This is pretty damn close,
Just think
right?
better spot.
I mean, we were fucking them up. I mean, dude, we're actually
Rip it.
oh, this one's different.
I mean, but that also, you got to decide if, your players are gonna fold this properly or not.
Nah.
Like you get snapped off by ace queen when you know it's a fold, and it's just like,
Oh yeah, there's a poker
I was gonna say
guy.
I jammed this 100% at threes. I was talking to the
Yeah, dude, I'm
and
like,
to your
fucking-
comment, Matt. Doesn't matter if he's got ace queen in your head.
Look, I mean,
Oh,
if I
yeah,
see
but I
these
mean-
guys exist in this, and I have 60 versus this, I punted better spots with worse hands. So
So how much are we jamming this then? What is our ratio to have them covered by?
Just
have
30
covered
bigs.
By one blind?
30 big, small blind
no,
versus
I
the
think that's a
late
great
open.
question. I think some of the implications from your decision are going to affect your premium here, Marlon.
We're still.
And we look at a situation like this and the situation that it was manufactured here where where's that 40 big blind spot? This one, where there's still relative ICM pressure. There's not even as much ICM pressure with there being a 12 big blind stack here. And we're shoving the
more
second
evenly
shortest stack. There's
distributed.
12 big stacks here. Where in this, the distribution is fucking shit for this guy. Like his real ICM pressure calling range would probably be like queens plus.
Yeah, we're still essentially second in chips if we lose this flip.
Yeah, it's you
Sure.
get to absolute like if there's real big money on the line and this is Michael Adamo, Ike Haxon or somebody and you open here, you're getting jammed on 100% of the time.
Yeah, we have a full block of chips over the other players.
Yes, it's
So
insane.
any chips we have more than anybody else's stack is worth less than the chips we have equal to their stack and under.
Yeah, I'm trying to find another situation that's fairly comparable,
We're
but
not,
I
we're not,
can't.
what I'm saying is we're not shoving, are we shoving 40 blinds there?
No, 30 bigs, I think is the cutoff.
30? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and us being a chip lead, I just think there's outside of other factors. 40 bigs would be a bit much.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of other
30 and under,
factors here that and this is a 30 big stack, not 18. Like in the example that we're looking at. So I could say use some discretion. I think at least V-pipping it would be fine. You know, I think V-pipping it would be reasonable. But yeah, I can't find another one. How about this one? 32
I mean,
in a small blind.
Oh, run it.
if he calls
Small
ace
blind,
jack
and we're
loses,
covered.
it's a
We're fucking
freaking
covered here in the
disaster.
small blind. And there's somebody shorter than us. And guess what we're doing to an open? We're still ripping.
I'm running HRC when let me get a screenshot of the table and
Yeah, sure.
I'll have it done hopefully by the time
Yeah, I have like, I don't have a lot of time. I got a meeting and then I gotta go get my kids and
I mean,
Yeah.
what is it then? I mean, risk premium's like what, 25% for him? First versus second? He's in second place. If he busts here, it's freaking
Yeah, he's got to fold everything.
so freaking bad, right?
it's so bad.
Yeah.
He's in hell. I mean, I might make the mistake and maybe get shook and be pit, but I'm never folding with this stack.
Well, he had actually 33, almost 33 bigs. Okay, I got it.
If you
And
get
that's
to make
just,
this
you
guy's
got the
life
table
hell,
dominated. You
I'll
gotta,
probably just call this so I don't get limp jammed on. This one, this is not a combo I want to raise. I would rather have something worse. I'm never raising this one. Because I don't want to get jammed on with this specific hand because I
suited
can't
side, you
call. Suited, I just check back. It plays too well. I'm not raising for value. Yeah, we want to be more polar slightly with our strategy, and we're slightly worse hands that it does. You don't give a fuck if you get raised on, jammed on.
This one you don't want to fold pre.
Hell no, I don't want to pull pre. I want to see a flop, so I would never raise there. Fold. Ace queen suited, ace queen off plus.
Yeah. And save your chips there. Ace
My
six suited.
golly.
Get wrecked. Nice.
He's through. How you been, Matt?
Yeah, you know.
The same, the condition. Yeah, you know, the same.
Break even.
Break even. At least you haven't been playing
Could be
like shit
losing.
like I have. Yeah, I'm losing and playing bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say
Could
that.
always be worse. You could always be sixes.
No, I'm sure I'm worse than sixes. So.
This is beautiful. We all need to stand up and give Pucks a standing ovation for this 3-bet. I love it.
Yeah.
Good combo,
Good
good
size,
blockers,
dude. Just
good
5. You don't need to go any
size.
bigger.
So much the problem, I mean, not problem, but it is a little sad when these guys just wake up here, but having the ace blocker is pretty good. You put so much pressure here. This is very astute. It's really good.
Have no more chips. Oh, 40 something. Okay.
Blinds.
The age-old question.
Yeah, I ask myself that every fucking 10 minutes I'm playing poker. Woo!
That's gross.
I would not do this, but is it good? Are we using this here? Is this a thing that I'm blind?
First
to
the button
seeing?
open.
It's obviously a pucks thing.
Is this a thing?
I think you just call.
Dude,
Majority of your bet do come from the big ones, right?
excuse me?
Soul read.
The majority
You
of,
want to use your blockers. You're using like your shitty kings, aces, queens, like queen 4 suited. It's probably better. Like this, I think just calls.
yeah, but how strong is that move?
It's not
Doesn't
about
make it
that.
good.
It's
That just makes it strong, doesn't necessarily.
it just
good.
makes it. See, that's how Marlon thinks. That move is strong. I like it. It ain't got to be good. It's just strong. It is strongest. Fuck. It is actually just. Yeah, we don't use the middling portion. We're using more ace X, king X, and you know these blocker type hands. Like,
It's really polar, right? It's the good stuff and then the good.
I mean, this
blocker,
is
which
just
really
at
better.
17 effective. You can put a lot of pressure. We can talk about. Is there any kind of how many are left? 7.
Sick, so sick.
I mean, we're not gonna be able to find. How about if it was the spot like we're in the big blind with 48 and the button open? Still not using this region as much. It is using some suited 9s and 10s, and then I think the big takeaway that you see and one realization when we're at final tables is a lot of the plays we make that are bluffs, 3-bet bluffs and things like that, a lot are just going to be a lot more ace X, king X type hands, a lot more better blockers. And when we're deeper, we get to use these high playability hands. Since they're not going to be 4-bet bluffing too often, and when they call, we're going to have nice coverage. But Pucks does whatever the hell he wants to do. Fuck these bucks. Fuck the solver. We're just a beast.
What did they get? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying
I
to
don't
speed
know.
run.
Can we go back to that?
What?
You ever use ace king for a limp on the button?
Stop.
Just
I'm over
imploring
it.
a limp in range?
No.
Get me out.
If you're gonna have a
Totally
limping range,
chip
it's not gonna
range
be
me.
the ace king.
I'm
'cause
not
the
going
hand
back,
doesn't wanna
no.
play post.
Hail to
The
the
limping range
no.
is gonna be super strong, and then things like that. are
And
nice.
we're at a final table. I ain't
Limp
limping
induced.
shit.
Yeah.
I ain't limping shit at a final table. I'm not,
Okay.
no.
Never mind.
I'm not limping at a final table ever. No. I mean, I'm not gonna be so close-minded and two-head, but I have to sit down and have a nice long conversation and a week-long study session before I start limping final tables. You're gonna have to convince me and show me some data.
But limping is,
Limping
Yeah,
is
right.
pimping.
Limping is shit and bad. No.
you say I don't limp much.
You got down to 2. We're just look at these stacks, guys. Oh man, how good does this feel? Yeah. Oh my god. That's actually a sad pot to lose. All right, fuck it. I don't want to spend too much time on that. It was kind of standard, all in. Yep. King Jack off its full frequency. Hell no, please fold. Man.
Gotta be an open.
Man, I mean,
That's
if you told
close.
me you wanted to, if you told me, because there's so much ICM pressure on each one of them, you might see a collection of rejam stacks, but what I see is a collection of pain, where they all have to, they're all outweighing one another to see who's going to bust before one another, and who wants to take the light spot, who wants to take the ace-7 or ace-8 off before the other two, or take some marginal spot. I don't know. I'd be half tempted to stab. If I had not lost that pot and I was a little bit deeper, I would always take it, but it's fine. Yep. There it is. Fucking this cat is a beast, dude. It's good. Not this time. And you got Dino to your left, so it's kind of tough. I feel you. Open with the 9s, not a call. I feel you. Don't you guys hate walking people?
Yeah.
Me too. 5. You got what you got for me? 5. BVB. Yeah, what happens at small and big blind 10 right here? BVB. First in. Select filters. Oh, small blind open, small blind. First in. Dog shit. Nut low. Okay. Folding 60%. It's hard. Still got to fold a lot.
So like you could probably get spicy with the queen 3 suited. That few hands ago.
Oh. Oh, no, yeah, in the cutoff. Yeah, I thought I paused on it for half a second.
You ever limp here to induce?
Just call.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hate it. I don't do it. I would just go 5. I would just go 5.
Okay.
Too big. New leak fixed. New leak you didn't even know you had is patched after today. Pucks as well. So this is a good study session for you. Small unintuitive leaks, like how we don't know, which you don't know what you don't know in the game of poker, right? We don't know that our sizing should shift dramatically to go that much smaller. But now that you do know it, it's a lesson that's going to stick with you forever. So we pick up a lot of EV from here on out. Holding a king on the button, not min raising, I guess. It's fine.
Yeah, you can open that, right? Your king blockers,
Yeah.
you can expand.
Okay, now we're shook. Raise. Damn, he is actually playing well though. Still getting walks, kissing babies. It's all good. Min. You passed on the king and open a 6-7. I've taken that king. It's fine. Don't want to make marginal defends here in these spots. Anybody defending this at a final table? to a cutoff open for 15 effective.
Yeah, I'm taking a flop.
I am too. I want to see though, for 15 effective. Cutoff, we're never gonna find it our
Yeah, I'd be
way.
covered. I consider folding sometimes.
We're four-handed as well. Please. Something close. This
I mean, it
is
is hard to realize your equity, but when you're this short, but I'm still just taking a flop. And
there's nothing I'm not gonna be able to find anything remotely close. The
Let me check.
second one, button
Let me check
open and
detail
the big
wizard
blind.
real
No,
quick.
yeah, good call. No, we got it. Because button, damn, cutoff has 5. We'll just see versus a button opening range. Fuck it. Versus RFI. Hero's position in the big blind, opponent's position on the button. Halfway dead. You're
Yeah.
dead. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
Unnecessary.
That's versus the button open and 15. All right, fine. I'm just gonna whatever Pucks does, I'm just gonna trust it's probably right, but the sizing stinks. So that's what we'll do from here now. Just hey, we passed on that king before, but now we're opening this and we can do whatever. Opening buttons, very important. We're getting a lot of respect. Dude, I get 3-bet way more than you. Can't fold. Dead. Let that one go. That's good. And this is actually going to be a battle. How many hands do you guys play? Somebody die. Uh-oh. Suited ace X to a 3-bet versus probably the most aggressive player at this table. Look at the ICM prep. There's 2 sub 10 big blind stacks. Oh my
Yeah.
God. This is actually fucking disgusting. Who has the heart to 4-bet it in there? Set abs, do you have it? Oh, he's gone. Kep, do I dare ask him?
I'm folding.
Toe?
Oh, how many people were left in this thing?
4.
Oh, this is the final table?
Yes.
I'm probably fucking folding.
He's second chips. He ain't screwing around with this
Man,
3-bet.
this is so weird, right? So strong.
I'm folding as well. I mean, this kind of stuff I might cry get in. He's such a good player, man. I wonder if I ever have. I need to stop talking myself into sometimes punting this because I might talk myself into like fucking jamming this. It's so disgusting.
I mean, what's this?
He's just never punting there, honestly.
It's not a punt. He could just 3-bet fold.
Right.
He could on that size.
Hell yeah, he could. Cut off. I mean, you're not gonna be able to find that. I just want to find cut off. And then this button. We can't find. Heroes decision to cut off small blind. Yeah.
Gotta
I mean,
get
this
it
would
in, huh?
be deeper. I mean, there's a million different factors to consider here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just look at this and use it verbatim. It's not going to be all the way applicable. But I will tell you, like, I think it could be reasonable. A player this good at this caliber is fucking with you.
I think
It's possible.
if
I mean,
anything,
it's a very good spot to just condense you and get you to fold literally
Yeah, you can
everything.
just
yeah, I think if anything,
find slightly better
we'll
spot.
probably be shocked by how tight the calling range is.
No, I wouldn't even be shocked.
Probably,
No, it's be fucking ace king plus, like fucking.
would hope
yeah, it
it
might
is,
be
otherwise
like
I'm fucking
tens
up.
plus and ace king. Ace queen suited, maybe.
He's queen's probably in
Does not want to bust versus meta you. Doesn't jam the pair to the cutoff open in the big blind. We are in I am wow. Button open. Let's just say button and we're big blind because that's the only way. Are we just jamming pairs here? Heroes position in the versus RFI BB.
I don't know if I want to put my life in sevens.
You don't. Not with the ICM pressure of this player being there.
Yeah, he's got us covered too. which
You
sucks.
need, damn, these will aces are just the fucking stone cold nuts at final tables. One, make them pay. All right, you're getting doubled. Nope. I love this bet.
Oh,
You guys don't like this?
No.
I love it.
no, I'm not saying I don't like it or it was just unexpected.
I love it. I
Yeah.
think he goes 10 to 25% every
Check,
time.
you Bet big, and what are you gonna do with sevens? So throw that block.
Dude,
back.
I would do this. I would do this probably every single time he checks. 100% of the time I'm using this bet.
Me too.
What called you
Yeah.
that you beat? Like, I just feel like I could bluff catch here.
He capped. him.
You bluff,
Catch the jams.
you bluff catch your entire stack off. You cannot
Yeah.
bluff catch your entire stack off.
When he checks that turn, he doesn't have a. queen.
Because then you're contending with the potential value range that had you stone fucking dead.
Because what does he do when you lead out there bet? I mean, he's gonna just call with jacks and tens, right? So he's probably got a pair like you do, or he's got.
Well, there's a lot of different facets to this bet that makes it good.
Yep. I mean,
There's a
you're-
lot of different little facets. You're not going to get bluffed. You can still get called by slightly worse. And I think you get generally very honest responses, and you're not creating a high variance. You're not creating a high variance bluff catch situation where you're unsure where you're going to make a mistake. You're going to make more mistakes needing to bluff catch than you do betting this.
Sure. I would agree.
That's it. And you get called by worse sometime, and you mitigate the times that he has better. You paid your bluff catch now because like sometimes you just lose the one big blind. Whereas if you tried to bluff catch, you would have lost fucking your entire stack.
I don't think we ever get called by worse is the thing now.
You do.
You don't on a double paired board?
Sure you do. Ace high calls you.
Ace high. I guess. ace
Yeah,
high.
you get called by some ace
Four,
highs.
ace
Sometimes they have
fives,
fives,
sixes.
fours, the under pairs, the ace high.
And again, it's a
Um,
big function of like, I don't want to fucking call anything but a 2 blind bet here
Right.
ever. And if I
Yeah.
check, I can't control the bets.
Look at the price you're laying him. Like, I don't think he could just fold ace 10, ace jack here in confidence without just getting rid. Like, guys are just, I mean, it's just a very beneficial bet. Like, I'm just really afraid for you when you check this every single time, what your life is like. Like, you get fucking bluffed, you make incorrect bluff catches, you get bluffed, you make bad folds, you make bad calls. Like, fuck all that jazz. Bet one and make them make a mistake or bluff you. Sometimes
never
you're gonna
gonna
bet
bluff you
one
off
with the good hand as well because they're
They're
so
never
capped
going to
when they
bluff
check
you off
turn.
this when you block, but when you check, they have the potential to bluff you
Yep.
off of it.
Yep, I agree 100%.
Yeah, pucks. Yeah, I mean, I would use a king. I would use some very good hands there since he's so capped. I don't think I would jam when he gets there. But you could probably that's probably an all encompassing bet. To induce bluffs, to get value from worse, to get called worse, to block. It's great. And we're gonna be having a fucking good lord. Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice. I just want to see this cat lose. God, he's good. What does he have?
No, he's not that good.
Yeah, I mean, at these stakes,
Oh.
I'll be a handful. I
Wait.
like this complete. Oh,
Oh,
This was a punt.
Oh,
I think he's
beautiful.
got king 3 here, I think.
king 10.
King 10.
I don't.
I remember he had a king at the end. I thought it was a worse king. for
And we
some
dodged a
reason.
diamonds. What kind of life is this? Hey, he's gone as well. Nice. And you guys chopped it. So, I mean, I'm not gonna. It's over. We chopped it. Pucks. I'll be honest, man. That was an extraordinarily well played hand history. No hand history is perfect. I've never seen the perfect one, but what I did see is you really trying your hardest to think through a lot of spots. You made some very courageous calls and plays. Your opening range seemed to be fluid. You seem to have a very good game flow sense. And yeah, we really appreciate you sharing this hand history. It was fucking awesome, man. Well done.
That was really good.
Yeah, you did very well. But yeah, since you guys all had to sit here and watch this, Pucks is in the room. If anybody wants to have any criticisms, any feedback for this, any constructive criticisms to help, I think it would be good. No one?
I mean, I'm not good enough to criticize. I may play.
No,
in
it's not
this.
about criticizing. No, it's, well, I mean, final thoughts like we have from the session. We don't do too many hand history reviews, you know. Generally, we're looking at spots, trying to get better. I want to do this maybe once a month or a little bit more often, since we are here just trying to work on our game. And we need to see what we're doing in the trenches. I want to make sure you guys aren't just coming here and then still making some still very fundamental mistakes. So we're going to do this more often. I want to do it for cash. Any of my cash game grinders out there, we're going to do this for cash as well, where I want to see a 200 hand sample size from your session and see what we're doing in the moment. We know what our ranges are, but are you overcalling? 3 bets? Are we not opening spots? Are we missing opens? Looks like pucks did well. Maybe some sizing things here and there. From an opening standpoint, found almost all the opens. And in game flow with some of the button opens, who cares? Because in game it's tough, but play well, man.
So I actually cashed this tournament for 115 bucks too.
Nice run, man.
Yeah.
It's a big
I played
ass
pucks.
field.
We crossed paths in it a little bit, but
Yeah. Yeah, I think I missed some spots there for sure. Yeah, I mean, me just looking through how you played some situations and some situations I may or may not have taken. Yeah, for sure. I might have GG'd myself on a bluff or two earlier. Who knows? But yep.
Big
But
Papa
yeah, if
slipped
that's
out on me.
yeah, if that's good, if no one has any final thoughts or anything like that, we'll wrap it up here. Pucks, once again, thank you. And thank you guys. This was extraordinarily big turnout today. We had over 20 people in the group. I think it's growing and it's doing well. So if you guys want to keep spreading the word, letting Uncle JL know that you enjoy these, we'll only do me and Toe and you guys favors, because we'll be able to dedicate more resources to this group. So if you guys enjoy these, make sure to let them know, no pressure. If there's anything I can do to make these better for you guys, let me know. I'm just a student of the game and trying to become a better coach and player and all that as well. So just always be open. We can do that. And if that's it, we'll be back next week, man. And
That was a 2,800 man field, by the way, too.
2,800 runners. Sheesh. That's a
A
big
lot of
ass
hands, man.
field. It's a
Yeah,
lot of
for the
fucking
sake-
hands. How many total hands
4
you think? I mean, there was 300 there, so probably like 600 hands.
Something like that usually.
Yeah, like 600 hands were in. My goodness. But yeah, if that'll do it, that is it. Next week is going to be my last weekend here, so I'll try to figure out something fun we can do before I'm gone for a few weeks. And I'm talking to Justin, some other coaches, to help me out with the cash game study group while I'm gone, so we can keep that on track and keep you guys on pace. But all right, guys.
Thank you.
Take care and good luck. Peace.
Thank you. May the poker gods be with you all.
Yep. Take care.